Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. And out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
It's game day live, baby. Let's go. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got Philadelphia Eagles action today. It is a Saturday evening game at 5 o'clock, and there is no other place that I would rather be than with you guys here on stream. For those of you who are new to the channel, hello. Welcome aboard. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Lighting might be a little bit different, even though you probably never tuned in to me before if you are obviously new to the channel. But hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell icons. We do live play-by-play for the Eagles, the Sixers, and the Phillies, and we do it like an old school radio play-by-play style. Just in case you did see it or you missed the trailer, that is legit. I would not lie about that. A couple of things before we get into tonight's game. Okay, first and foremost, I don't know if you guys were here last night. For those of you who weren't here, I am not in my usual setup right now, and that's how it's going to be for the next couple of weeks or so. So my lighting looks a little bit different. My sound might be a little bit different. I might appear a little bit more closer. If we do have some technical difficulties on the stream side of things, if I'm a little bit laggy or if I'm a little bit delayed with my calling of the game, I apologize. Those things are out of my control, but I just feel the need that I do need to explain that before we do get started. Memberships, okay, they are $2.99 a month. Mods, if you are here, make sure that you drop those memberships down low. What do you get with the $2.99? You get access to these really awesome emojis. It's just a nice way to support the channel. For if the Eagles score a touchdown, you're able to drop some really cool stuff. I mean, I have an AJ Brown emoji. I have a Devontae Smith one. I got a swoop emoji. I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff. And the more members we get, the more emotes we get as well. So $2.99 a month. If you want to support the channel, it's just a good way to do so. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to also say this. Okay, so after the game is done, if the Eagles do win tonight, obviously there's implications on whether or not they can still get the number 2 seed. And this Packers-Bears game is going to play a big factor into that if the Eagles do win. So I am not doing a post-game show for the Eagles. I do apologize. We are instead going to be doing another stream. It'll be redirected after the game, and you'll be able to tune in, and we're just going to be doing a watch party of the Bears and the Packers. So I'm excited about that. I may have to take a step off, but I just wanted to let you know that that is happening. So we're doing 2 streams today. If the Eagles do win. If the Eagles do lose, however, we will do a post-game show, and we will not do, we'll probably still do the Packers, Bears. But just in case, if they win, we're doing Packers, Bears. Okay, just wanted to throw that out there. In regards to tonight's game, okay, this is just plain and simple. You got to go out there. You got to get a W. I don't really care as much about how the offense looks today. I would like the offense to go out there and put up long drives and just dominate the time of possession. I think that would be great. but and give the defense a little bit of a rest. But this is a Washington team who's just really struggling. I know that they've been dealing with injuries. They're without Jaden Daniels. Marcus Mariota's their starting quarterback, but they are 4-10 for a reason, and they just have not had a lot of success this year. You should be able to absolutely destroy this team, but I am not necessarily looking. I think that the play calling over the last couple of weeks has definitely improved. There's more play action. There's more plays that are going on under center for Jalen Hurts, which is absolutely awesome. He's running more. The red zone offense with Dallas Goedert has really looked great too. The lack of penalties has been nice. But overall, I just want the Eagles to go out there and just get a W and just secure the NFC East for the second straight year in a row. That's really all that matters to me. How it looks, it might be a really nice win, and that'd be great. But even if it's an ugly win, I'll still take it because I want to get that title back. I do. I want to get the NFC East title again. So that really does matter to me. I expect that this defense is going to go out there and dominate and have themselves a very good performance. I'm not worried about that. I'm really not worried about that side of things. Terry McLaurin, we know that he's probably going to be matched up against Quinyon Mitchell a lot of the time. And that matchup, of course, is always a lot of fun to watch. This is the first time that the Commanders are actually playing against the Eagles this year. They play them again in the final week. And coming into the season, everybody thought that this would be like a really, really good matchup. And it's just funny how things end up working out. There was a lot of hype going on into this game as the season started. People circled this on their calendars, and now the game really, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have any meaning at all, but from the Commanders' perspective, they're out of the playoffs. So they don't have any sort of implications. But I just want them to go out there, win in the trenches, dominate down low, and just secure a W. That's all that matters. Get the dub, get the job done. Try not to make it stressful. Try to dominate this game. They should dominate this game. I will say it again. They should go out there and absolutely annihilate the Commanders. But I just need a win. That's it. Final score predictions. Let me know what they are down below. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? And what do you think the final score is going to be? My final score is going to be, I'm going to go 28-10 Eagles. 28-10 is my final score prediction. I cannot write it down, but 28-10 is my final score prediction for this game. My player of the game. I think that offensively speaking, I will say that my offensive player of the game is going to be Saquon Barkley. Saquon has had success against the Commanders, and I expect that he's going to get at least 75 yards on the ground at the very least. But I would really like him to get 100 and try to have another nice game. So, but he is my player of the game, and that is all I got, really. Just go out there, just go get a W. I've been waiting for this game all day, and this is a game where, like, in all honesty, okay, like, this is not like one of those games like where you get super hyped about because, again, it's the 4-10 Commanders, and they've had really been struggling. I know that they lost a couple of weeks ago just by 1 point to the Denver Broncos, and they played them pretty well. But they just, I don't know. There's not as much hype going on into this game, and I just expect that the Eagles are just going to take care of business. Next week is one of those games where you circle in your calendar because it's the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen's playing. But we'll get to next week once it is officially next week. But yes, let me know what your final score predictions are down below. We're ready to get things started. Let's go to our main screen. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Larry is here. David is also here. Who else is tuning on in? Cool J, shout out to you. So the Eagles can clinch the NFC East with a win today or a Dallas loss tomorrow. Dallas plays the Chargers, and we shall see what happens, of course, tonight. Mods, make sure that you time out those bots. Those bots are going to get pretty chatty. So make sure that you do what you can. Hardcore is here. Thank you so much, man. Those are the memberships down below. The anemic Vikings offense absolutely dominated the Washington defense. Yeah, the Washington defense is old. I mean, Bobby Wagner, of course, just continues to absolutely play really good football. But other than him, they just really have not had a lot of other success. All right, so the Eagles are going to be getting the ball first. I don't know why the picture on this is a little bit blurry. I might have to exit out of the app. I hope not. But out there for the kickoff is going to be Jake Moody going out there for the Washington Commanders. So they ended up winning the coin toss. And so the Eagles will get the ball first. And here's the kick, and that's going to be caught at the 5 by Covey, and he takes it outside towards the 20 to the 25, and the ball, did it come loose? It came loose, and the Commanders say that they have the ball. Yeah, my picture's a little bit blurry. We've played 5 seconds already, and just on the kickoff, they're still crowding over there. Covey fumbled the ball. And was it Sanders still? No. The referees are trying to separate everybody in the pylon to see who officially does have the ball. Commanders think that they have it. Let's look at this replay here. Covey just got the ball knocked out of his hands. It did. It came out just over on the left side. And it looked like it was recovered inside the 30. And the Commanders are going to have the football, and they are in very good field position. They will start at the Philadelphia 26. A fumble that was recovered by Medrano. And by the way, that was not Covey on the kickoff. That was actually Will Shipley who returned it. It was not Covey. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Washington Commanders, and that is not how you wanted to start off this game. All right, and this is a little bit blurry. Again, I apologize. I have to restart this, and I'm going to do that right now. Okay, that looks a little bit better. All right, here we go. A handoff in the shotgun formation to Rodriguez, and he's going to run up the middle for about 3 yards. That is Chris Rodriguez Jr. It's been him and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt who have been sharing touches for the Washington Commanders. And so let's move this up and get this all situated as well. There we go. All right, so it's a 2nd down. Commanders have to get to the 16-yard line. All right, Mariota in the gun, gets the snap, throws it towards the left side. The catch is made by Terry McLaurin, and Adoree Jackson tackles him immediately, but the 1st down is complete. As soon as the ball was caught by Terry, Adoree Jackson was right there to take him down. All right, so as far as the lineup goes for the Commanders, they have Mariota as the quarterback, Rodriguez Jr. and Krosky-Merritt as the running backs. And then in the receiving game, it's Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, Treylon Burks, and John Bates. He is the tight end, John Bates. Get to the rest of the O-line in just a little bit. Here's Mariota under center. He's going to hand it off, and a run up the middle. That's going to land up being on the left hash mark. It was a short gain. Actually, it ended up being 5 yards, but Rodriguez able to push up the middle. Ojomo and Bond able to make the tackle. And so the Commanders are in very good field position at the 11. Okay. Another play in the shotgun again. We have a receiver in motion and a toss over towards the right side by Mariota over to Rodriguez again, who runs towards the outside, past the 5 and down at the past the 7, and down at the 6 he goes. It'll be 1st and goal for the Washington Commanders. Again, they got a short field thanks to the fumble by Will Shipley, and they ended up recovering it right inside the 30. So 5 plays, 23 yards in just a matter of 2 minutes and 35 seconds for the Commanders. They are knocking on the door already. 12 and a half minutes to go in quarter number 1. Eagles come up with a 5-man rush up front. And Mariota gets the snap, hands it off, and I'll run up the middle for a short gain. That was Rodriguez, who took it to about the 3-yard line. And now 3rd and goal coming on up. Eagles were stacking the box there and did a pretty good job. And taking down Rodriguez, not letting him get a lot of breathing room. Mariota again lines him up. He's under center, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls towards the right side, outside the 12, throws it to the end zone, incomplete. Okay, and now it is 3rd and goal. What the heck? So it's 3rd and goal now on the incomplete pass. Or 4th and goal now on the incomplete pass. That was supposed to go to Treylon Burks. Got a little bit confused because on the graphics they said that it was 3rd and goal. There's 11:46 left to go in the first quarter. And so it's now 4th down for the Commanders. And the Eagles are going to try to get a stop. Mariota in the gun again, gets the snap, throws it towards the end zone. It's high, it's incomplete. They wanted to flag the Commanders, and they were not going to do so. It was 3rd and goal. It was 3rd and goal, and now the punting unit is going to, or the field goal unit is going to go out there. Weird. This stream sucks. What the heck? All right, so now it's 4th and goal, and here comes the field goal unit. This will be Jake Moody going out there to kick it. 11:42 to go in the first quarter. The ball is snapped, the ball is spotted, and the kick is good. It's 3-0 Washington. And so they do take the 3. Could have been worse. They could have gotten the 7. But instead, they do take the points, and they get 3 points on the board, and they don't come up empty. So it's a 3-0 lead for the Washington Commanders against the Philadelphia Eagles, and they will be back. And now is the time for us to try to get this thing back up and running. Gosh. If this doesn't work, I guess I could do it on the old laptop. It's just blurry. Can't understand why it's blurry on YouTube TV. Weird. Is this an HD? All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay. There we go. I think we're up to date. Nice. Okay, this picture looks a lot more clear. Punter can kneel down and get credit for the punt inside the 10-yard line. All right, so we're good. All right, we are up and running. Everything is clear now. All right, great. We fixed the problem. We're good. W's in the chat. Let's go. Bad kickoff, and we'll see if the Eagles can get the ball and get the offense going. 8 plays, 24 yards for the Commanders on a short field, and they get 3 points. It was a 20-yard field goal, by the way, by Jake Moody. Just wanted to throw that out there. And the Commanders had the ball for 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So we're going to see Jalen Hurts go out there for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, well, this is one of those games where you expect Jalen is just going to I think that this is the type of game where Jalen should really try to use his legs. I'm hoping that Patullo and whoever is calling the plays for the Eagles tries to do some more bootlegs. I mean, they did it last week, and I give them credit for doing that. They had more designed runs. They ran really nice RPOs for Jalen Hurts, and I'm hoping that that continues this week. So see how things do go as the Eagles are getting ready for the kickoff. So here's Moody, who's going to kick this about 59 yards. That's going to be caught at the 2 and taking it past the 10 to the 15 to the 20, running past the 25 on the outside to the 30, and down at the 32 is Will Shipley. And so the Eagles will set up shop at their own 32-yard line. Okay, let's get into the Eagles starting lineup on offense. You got Jalen Hurts out there as the quarterback, Saquon Barkley as the running back, along with Tank Bigsby as the second-string running back. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jahan Dotson are the receivers. And then Dallas Goedert at tight end as well. On the O-line, it's Jordan Mailata at left tackle, Landon Dickerson at left guard, Cam Jurgens at center, Tyler Steen at right guard, and Fred Johnson over at right tackle. Okay, here we go. Hurts and the Eagles are going from left to right. This is going to be a handoff from Hurts as he gets the snap. He hands it off to Barkley, and he's taken down immediately by Martin. I mean, they were stacking the box. They were ready for him to run up the middle. Jacob Martin was right there. He took him down but he was actually lucky that he just got back to the line of scrimmage. On the defensive side for the Commanders, they got Jalen Holmes at left defensive edge. They got Deron Payne as the left defensive tackle, Javon Kinlaw at right defensive tackle, and Preston Smith as the right defensive edge. Linebackers, it's Frankie Lavu, Bobby Wagner, and Von Miller. As Hurts is in the gun, he gets the snap. He drops back. Now he's going to step up, maneuver towards the left side, and run on out of bounds for just a short gain. He was chased out of bounds by McGee and got a little bit of space and was able to get 3 yards on the scramble, and it will be 3rd and 7. Eagles' third down offense overall has not really had a lot of success this year, but we'll see how they do right now. Backup quarterback for the Eagles is Tanner McKee. All right, so 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Again, Eagles going from left to right in their white and green uniforms. All right, Hurts gets the snap, drops back, looks towards his right, finds Devontae Smith on the 40 numbers, and he's down just a little bit short of a first down by a yard. Sanders still was there to tackle him right at the knees. It was a good catch by Devontae, but they could not get the first. Looked like Devontae, as soon as he caught it, was trying to go over to the left, and Sanders still noticed that and was just right there. Devontae didn't want to lean over towards his right. So it's 4th and 1, and the Eagles' offense is going to stay out there. They will stay out there, 9:32 to go, and we have a timeout taken by the Commanders. They will call for time and burn their first timeout. Beat me to it. I got you, man. Who else? So I forgot to mention this, the Commanders' secondary. It's Antonio Hamilton Sr. in the secondary, along with Jeremy Reeves, and Will Harris is the safeties. Mike Sanders still is obviously the other cornerback, along with Antonio Hamilton Sr., and Noah Igbanye is the noseback. Eagles in the huddle. As looks like that they're going to go for it on 4th down here. They line up. 3 receivers lined up on the right side. Barkley on the right side of Jalen Hurts. And the ball, there's 5 seconds left on the play clock. Jerkin stood up for a second. Now 3 seconds left on the play clock. And as the play clock goes to 0, the Eagles are going to get a delay of game call. So they tried to draw the Commanders off sides. It did not work. And the Eagles are going to just punt the football. Clock stops with 9:32 to go. Lou is here. What's going on? What's good? JJ and friends just got back from my family's Hanukkah party. Happy Hanukkah to you and for those of you who celebrate. On the return here for the Commanders, it'll be Jalen Lane. He is the punt returner. And Braden Mann out there to punt for the Philadelphia Eagles. Lane has had a lot of success this year on special teams for the Commanders. And Mann's punt, this ball is popped up. And it's launched and caught right at about the 15 and tackled immediately. Oh, what a play by the Eagles. That was Sidney Brown just diving on forward and tackling Lane to the ground. And so the Commanders have a long ways to go. They will start at their own 15 when they return after the timeouts. What a nice play by Sidney Brown. He was sprinting, and as soon as the ball was caught, just dove on forward and took him down to the turf. Let's go. Rob Long is here. What's up, Rob? How are you, my friend? Thanks so much for being on here. Happy holidays to everybody. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Kwanzaa, I think, is coming up too. When is Kwanzaa? Just out of curiosity. I actually really don't know. New Year's is coming up too. And Hanukkah, we're on the 7th day of Hanukkah, aren't we? I'm like losing track of my days. Is it the 6th? I think Hanukkah started last week. It's hard to keep track of it all. It is. It is the 7th night of Hanukkah. Wow. Oh, boy. Evan is here. What's up, Evan? How are you? Our line is too banged up for the tush push, says Lou. Yeah, well, you're without Lane Johnson, of course, and that's obviously a big loss. But you got to get the job done. You just do. So, again, in case you're just tuning on in, welcome aboard. My name is Jason Joseph. That was a hi. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We do like an old school radio play-by-play style of a call. I might be a little bit delayed. I just want to make sure that I say that a couple of more times. In case you're wondering, well, JJ, you're a little bit more behind than usual. That's because I'm not in my usual setup. I'm not in my usual hub, if you will. Usually where I broadcast, I do it from home. I am not home right now. So, yes, all I want for Christmas for the Phillies is to get Alex Bregman, Bo Bichette, or one of the Japanese players. Let's go. I was actually going to make a stream. I was going to do something on Wednesday and do actually like a 12, like a whole wish list of what I want to happen in Philadelphia sports for Christmas. So I was actually going to do that. Daniel is here. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Seema Fox is here. I'm at my grandson's packed Christmas party watching a magic show. And JJ, that is awesome. All right, here we go. Commanders line up. Here's a fake handoff and a throw by Marcus Mariota that was incomplete. It was supposed to go to John Bates, but he was well covered by Cooper DeJean. They just came out of the timeout, and they were ready to go. Okay, so it's 2nd and 10. There's Vic Fangio, of course, the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Salute to him. He has been absolutely incredible, not just this year, but over the last couple of years. His tenure in Philadelphia has been quite a success. All right, the Commanders line up again. They move from right to left in their dark red and yellow uniforms. And a handoff from Mariota to Rodriguez again. Runs up the middle, takes it past the 25, and down to the 22 he goes. It's a gain of 7. Nakobe Dean stopped him in his tracks. And it'll be 3rd and 3 at the Washington 22-yard line. Evan says you're good, man. Happy holidays to everybody. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. 3rd down. Empty backfield. Here we go. Eagles have a 6-man rush up front. 2 receivers for the Commanders on the right side. Here's Mariota in the gun. Gets the snap. Throws it to the left side. And that is caught for a 1st down by Terry McLaurin. He was wide open. and he caught it at the 28 and went down. So it's a first down as the Washington Commanders move the chains. Great footwork right there by McLaurin. He actually sort of slipped, but got Quinyon Mitchell caught off guard, and he was on the ground when he made the catch. So he slipped the route, it looked like, and just sort of fell to the ground, but he got a first down anyways. And so clock ticking, 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Receiver in motion. Mariota again hands it off. And a run to the left side by Josh McNichols, who gets pushed over to the 34 by Jalix Hunt. And it's a gain of just 3 yards that time. So he was able to get past the left guard and just get a few yards there. 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line. Yes. Okay. Good stuff. Tomorrow is the autumnal equinox. It's the shortest day of the year. Here we go. Another shotgun snap that goes to Mariota, and he's going to throw it to McNichols. It was a short pass, and he's out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Again, open, just a short gain, but Jalix Hunt chased him on out of bounds. Everyone's favorite season starts for tomorrow. Let's go. All right, 3rd down. Let's go, chat. Gotta get a stop here. Eagles down 3-0 thanks to a 20-yard field goal by Jake Moody. Commanders got a short field thanks to the fumble on the opening kickoff by the Eagles. Mariota in the gun again, gets the snap, looking to throw it, and that is going to be caught, but there's a flag thrown. I believe Burks made the catch. And it looks like the Commanders are going to call it back. Nakobe Dean got hurt on the play. And they will call offensive holding on Coleman. That's Brandon Coleman. And that'll be a 10-yard penalty. It's not a first down. It'll be a replay of 3rd down. And it'll be 3rd and 14. Don't want to see Nakobe go down, of course. Got banged up on the play. And we'll get you an update. He is going to the medical tent right now, and Jihad Campbell is on the field, according to Olivia Reiner, who covers the Eagles for the Philadelphia Inquirer. There he is walking over on the sideline. Again, the stream, with what I'm seeing, is a little bit behind. So 3rd and 14, clock still ticking, 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Commanders have 2 timeouts, and the Eagles have 3. And they lead it, the Commanders, that is, 3-0. 6-man rush up front for the Philadelphia Eagles. And so Mariota in the gun gets the snap, drops back. He's looking. He has time. He's looking to step up. He's zigzagging. He's rolling to the right side, takes it past the 20, and is going to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete. It is an incomplete pass. And now 4th and 14. It was supposed to go to Sano over towards that right sideline, and he could not make the catch. And it looks like Tressway is going to go out there to punt the football. Got to give Adoree Jackson a lot of credit there, too, because I thought that he was able to cover pretty well. And the Eagles secondary able to just take really good control. Looks like that not a lot of people were open. So here we go, 4th and 14. Way is going to go out there to punt the ball, and this will be caught at the 26 by Covey. He takes it to the 30, outside the 32, and he is down inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 37-yard line in Philadelphia territory. And the Eagles, with 6:06 left to go in the opening quarter, they trail 3-0, and they will have the ball at their own 37-yard line when they do return to action. We're going to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Oh, man. Alrighty. Eagles are down 3-0 against the Washington Commanders. However, they are going to be getting the ball back. And we'll have it at their own 37-yard line. Jalen Hurts going on out there. Just wanted to make sure that I said this. As Nakobe Dean got hurt, the ball was caught, and Dean ended up going back into the blue medical tent the last time that I checked. And again, I would make sure that I say things as I am updated on Twitter. So here we go. Jalen Hurts with an empty backfield. This time he has two receivers over on the right side and two on the left, the tight end. Dallas Goedert on the left side as well, over towards the inside. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it. That's caught inside the 50 and taking it for another 4 yards, and that's Devontae Smith as he gets a first down. It's a gain of 16 yards on the catch by Devontae Smith. Good play call there by the Philadelphia Eagles, and as soon as Smith made the catch right at about his knees, he was able to haul it on in and just run for an extra 5 yards. Hurts is going to line them up again. Another play where they go into the shotgun, and they have an empty backfield. There's a 4-man rush up front. Hurts gets the snap. He has time. He's going to run with the ball. Takes it past the line. Now past the 40. And down within the 35. He slides to the 33. Love that action. Eagles getting some RPOs out there. And, that was actually really more so of a designed run for Jalen Hurts himself. And he did a very good job just navigating through the field. The offensive line did its job too, covering for Jalen. And the Eagles moved the chains again for the second time on this drive. No Barkley out there. It's just Jalen Hurts in the gun again. He gets the snap. He's looking to throw it to Brown. He catches at the 30 and takes it past the defender. And he's now down at the 18-yard line. He was actually able to run 12 yards after that catch was made. Good for A.J. Brown to just be able to find a hole and attack it and take it for another 12 yards and another first down for Philadelphia. Let's go. So now Nakobe Dean is in the locker room, by the way. Just wanted to tell you that. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He drops back again. Throws it to the left side, and that is incomplete. It was supposed to go to Devontae. He was jumping up in the air in the end zone. He had it, and he just could not hang on. Harris on the coverage there. It was a beautiful throw to Devontae Smith, and it just slipped on out of his hands. He tried to dive backwards and just could not hang on to the ball. Right there. Devontae could not hang on, and that might, I hope that doesn't come back to bite the Eagles there. 2nd and 10. Again, the ball at the Washington 18. Would have been a touchdown for Devontae Smith. And we have a timeout taken by Philadelphia. They will burn their first timeout. So each team has 2 timeouts left in this first half. There's exactly 4:03 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles did a very good job moving the football downfield. 4 plays, 45 yards, but Devontae Smith just dropped a touchdown pass and could not hang on to the ball. Fellowship at the table says spring is my favorite, but only because I know summer is coming afterwards. Ooh. Yeah, see, I used to love summer. I think that I think a lot of people, like when they were in grade school, they always looked forward to summer because that was their time off. And, of course, teachers enjoyed that too. But as I've gotten older, I've become more of a fan of fall and spring. By the way, Nakobe Dean is now considered questionable to return. They're calling it a hamstring injury. And so all the Eagles reporters doing their jobs, reporting it over on Twitter, including E.J. Smith, Zach Berman, and John Clark. All right, 4:03 left in the first quarter. Eagles have a 2nd and 10, and the ball is at the 16-yard line. Hurts again, lines him up. Barkley is right next to Jalen Hurts on his right. Hurts gets the snap, throws it to the left. That's caught at the 10, right on the numbers on the left side by Brown, and he takes it inside the 5 and down to the 2-yard line. A.J. Brown with the second catch of the day. He's been targeted twice and has 31 yards in the air, doing a good job after making the catch, able to run with the ball and make some plays happen. That's what makes him really special. He can make awesome catches, but he's also just a very good route runner, and he's really smart. Here we go. Hurts is going to hand it off this time to Barkley. He's at the 1, gets plowed on in. Did he get in, though? Or is he at the goal line? That is the question. The play is under review. They're going to call it a touchdown. They originally said that Barkley just got in. The play is under review, though, but it'll count as a touchdown for now for Philadelphia. Ran up the middle. And again, let's see if his knee was down. I think that he is just a little bit short. His right knee went down at the 1. And they actually have a pretty good view of that right there. 73 touches last year against the Commanders. 470 scrimmage yards for Saquon. And 7 scrimmage touchdowns for him as well. And this is going to be 2nd and goal. So the replay reviewed that the runner broke the plane ruling, and the play was reversed. So he's down at the 1. Have another chance to try to get it on in. Barkley just was a little bit short. Okay. I think Sirianni got a little bit fired up there, too. All right, here we go. 3-0 Commanders. 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Each team has 2 timeouts left. 2nd and goal for the Eagles. They're at the 1. Hurts lines them up. They're getting ready for the tush push here. And right before the ball is snapped, we have a flag and movement up front. Looks like that was on Fred Johnson. Just moved a little bit. Tried to draw them for just half a yard, and it ended up not working out. That's a 5-yard penalty, and that'll put them back at the 6. I don't know what he was doing there, but it'll be 2nd and goal, and the ball goes back to the 6-yard line. Extra daylight starting on Monday. Again, folks, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. 2:55 to go in quarter number 1. 2nd and goal. Eagles are going to break the huddle again. And 8 seconds now left on the play clock. Hurts under center. Barkley behind him at about the 13. They'll fake the handoff. Hurts rolls to the right side, throws it to the end zone. That's caught by Devontae Smith. Didn't miss it that time. First time no good, second time is a charm. And the Eagles take a 6-3 lead against the Washington Commanders. A 6-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith catches it. Good run and a good catch by Devontae as well. Extra point coming on up in just a few moments. Also a really nice play call there too. Gotta love the creativity on that. All right, 6-3 Eagles, and here's the extra point by Jake Elliott. The ball is snapped, the ball is spotted, the kick is up, and it's good. It's 7-3 Philadelphia. So the Eagles able to put up 7 plays and manufacture 63 yards in about 3.5 minutes. And they're on the board and take the lead against Washington. 7-3 Birds. Let's go. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Nice. Nice drive by Philadelphia. We saw some really nice plays for the Eagles. And again, I know that it's the Commanders, but I'll tell you what, the Eagles' offense looked pretty good out there. They did their job, like that run that Jalen Hurts had. The only thing that bothered me, again, was just the false starts and the penalty by Fred Johnson. You just cannot have those things bite you. And I got to tell you, the Eagles have, whether or not you want to call it luck or whatever it is, the Eagles have certainly had some bad penalties in the near the goal line, and that has really not been beneficial for them at all. We've seen it over the last couple of weeks, not necessarily last week per se, but we saw Jordan Mailata with a bad penalty a couple of weeks ago as the Eagles were marching down the field, and that penalty ended up coming back to bite the Eagles. Now, Mailata did talk about it on WIP and said that that was really not a penalty, but not to go on more into it, but they just got to be disciplined, and they have to take care of the football. Nice. Let's go. All right, 7-3 Philadelphia. Let's go, baby. Having a Wawa hoagie tonight, says Kevin. A Wawa hoagie. That sounds good. Eagles lead 7-3 against the Washington Commanders. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Let us know down below. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Just a reminder, guys, if the Eagles do win, we are doing another stream. We have it all set up. Mods, if you want to drop it down below, you can. There will be a redirect afterwards. It's going to be not Rams. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be Packers and Bears. Of course, there's implications for the Eagles. If they do win, they can try to overtake the Packers for the number 2 seed if the Packers do win and beat the Chicago Bears. Elliott's going to go out there to kick things off for the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, they lead it 7-3. Devontae Smith just got a 5-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts. And it's going to be Washington football on this kick return here by Elliott. And here it is. This kickoff is high. It's pretty deep, and that's going to be caught inside the 5. And here's more on the return. Running past the 15. Zigzagging past the 20. And down right at about the 31-yard line by Sidney Brown again, who's done a very good job tackling on special teams today. He had one tackle after a punt was caught by Jalen Lane at the 15-yard line. That was after the Eagles just couldn't really get their offense going on the first drive, and he made a really good stop there and made it tough for the Commanders. All right, here we go. Mariota back out there for Washington. Triples to the left side. And Rodriguez Jr. right behind him. Here is Mariota with a handoff to Rodriguez. Runs up the middle. Zigzags past Reed Blankenship. Gets past the yellow marker. And down at about the 45. They'll say that he was down at the 44. That was actually Krosky Merritt who ran up the middle. It was not Chris Rodriguez Jr. Couldn't necessarily tell. Again, screen is a little bit blurry, but regardless, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt able to get his first touch of the game, and he made it worthwhile. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, another shotgun snap and a handoff. This time it goes back to Krosky Merritt, and the Eagles defense ready to take him down. Jordan Davis was ready for him and met him right at the line of scrimmage on that right side. It was a handoff up the middle again, and Krosky Merritt looked like he was going to juke, and Jordan Davis wasn't going to buy that, and just took him down right there. Checking in from enemy territory tonight, just outside DC's his fellowship at the tables. Let's go. Chicken hot wings are in the oven. I'm ready to go, says Mark. That sounds good, too. Looked like that was Samuel in motion, and here again is Mariota. Fake handoff, looks to the left side, and a short throw caught by Deebo Samuel, and he maybe just got a yard there. Zach Bond was ready for him, and he got him. It was just a gain of 1 yard, though. Just caught it right in front of the line, and then just dove forward and got himself a yard. 3rd and 9 coming on up. Ball at the 41-yard line. At the 44-yard line, that is. Here is the snap. All right. And here we go. Mariota is looking. He's still looking. He's going to run, and he's stuffed for a loss of 2 yards by Brandon Graham, number 55, with his second week in a row getting a big sack. And that is going to end quarter number 1. It was a loss of 2 yards. That sends the Commanders back to their own 43-yard line. BG, baby, making another big play for his second week in a row. He had 2 sacks last week, and this week he adds on. And it'll be 4th and 11 when we return as we start off quarter number 2. Eagles in the driver's seat right now. They lead it 7-3 against the Washington Commanders. Let's go, BG! Yes! Brandon Graham, baby. I was telling my friend earlier today that the Eagles should at least get 4 sacks. 4 sacks was my number today on Marcus Mariota. That's one. Man. Feeling good. I'm feeling very good. Eagles up 7-3. By the way, today, the Eagles have caused the Commanders to be 1 for 4 on 3rd down. And again, not really a surprise. Eagles defense has done a very good job this year. They just shut out their opponent last week and have just continued to pick up right where they left off. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely awesome. We are 22 subscribers away from getting to the 8,200 marker. 22. If you guys follow the Sixers, if you follow the Phillies, and if you follow the Eagles, well, this is the right channel for you. You don't even have to be out of the market. You don't even have to have a TV. It doesn't matter. You could have cut the cable. You can honestly, I mean, we have people that come on here that watch the game, that turn it down. That watch the game on TV, they turn the volume down, and they just put me on. Just spread the word. That's really all I'm trying to say. Spread the word. Tell everybody about this channel. I feel like all Philadelphia fans need to have a home for sports, but we cover the Eagles, the Sixers, and the Phillies on this channel. Man, okay, number 50, BG, baby, number 55. Just realized that Urson is only a backup goalie. Larry says, I knew that. He just had a particularly weak game. Let's go. Dan Vladar. Yeah, Dan Vladar is good. Yes, he's very good. I like him too. Okay, so here we are to start off the second quarter. Remember, the Commanders are going to punt the football. It was a 4th and 11. Tressway is going to go out there for his second punt of the game. Commanders so far today have just netted a total of 55 yards. Eagles have had 76. They had a big drive where they put up 63 of those 76 yards on their very last offensive possession. Covey is going to be the returner for Philadelphia. And Tressway goes after the punt. Here's the snap, and here's the punt. It's popped up. And this is going to be caught at the 10. Fair catch signaled by Britton Covey. And that is where the Eagles will start off their next drive. It's a pretty good punt, too. And special teams did a good job providing pressure, and good signal there. You or Merrill Reese. Shout out to Merrill, man. He does a great job. Love listening to Merrill. I do. We have great broadcasters here. We really do. First and 10 as the Philadelphia Eagles have the ball at their own 10-yard line. They scored a touchdown on the last drive. Let's see if they can get into the end zone again on this drive. We got duels to the right. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. He has a blocker in front of him. He's looking to throw it downfield, and that's incomplete to A.J. Brown. He was right at about the 30-yard line and could not make the catch. It was over his head. Not that tall enough. Hurts today is completed 5 of his 7 passes. I'll give him a total of 58 passing yards, 33 yards on the ground. His longest run was for 16 yards, and that was on the last drive. able to move the sticks. 14:49 to go in the second quarter. The clock is stopped there. Empty backfield for the Philadelphia Eagles. There's Juergens as the center as he gives the snap over to Jalen Hurts. Hurts has the blitz coming. He's rolling to the right side. Takes it past the 10, past the 20, past the 30, and out of bounds at the 30, or at the 26-yard line. Excuse me, that was a 16-yard run. Oh, man. Jalen Hurts running for 16 yards to the right side and just took it outside the numbers. He got past the 10. There he is past the 20 and out of bounds right at the 26. Nice run again by Hurts. Hurts is going to hand it off this time to Barkley. Runs past the right guard. Zigzags past a couple more defenders, and he gets 9 on that carry there. Saquon Barkley down at the 35 by Frankie Lavu. Tackled him right at the waist. But a good run by Saquon. And again, offensive line doing a good job providing a little bit of a gap for him up front to be able to operate. We've talked about it before, but Barkley has had a lot of success, including last year against the Washington Commanders. Hurts was in the shotgun, and now he goes under center to talk things over really quickly. Now steps back. He's at the 30. No snap made just yet. Triples to the left side, and now here comes the snap. This is going to be a handoff again to Barkley. Runs outside the 35 and into about the 38-yard line. He was running towards the outside on the right side and got it to about the 38. And that was 6 yards on the ground for Saquon, 14 on his last 2 carries. That is awesome. Man, you see the interview after last game where the reporter asked, I think it was Dickerson, someone on the O-line, how good was it to see Jalen have such a good game after struggling so much last week? I did not see that. I did not. Eagles have a 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Again, it was a 6-yard run by Barkley. Another handoff from Jalen Hurts to Saquon, and he was lucky that he got 2 yards there. Daron Payne just came running after him like a bulldozer and just tackled Saquon Barkley pretty hard, but Barkley is getting up. He's okay. It was just a short run by Barkley that time. A total of 5 carries for Barkley and 17 yards. He's been stacking them here on this drive. 2nd and 8 for Philadelphia. Hurts lines him up again. 12:15 remaining in the first half. Here's a 5-man rush up front for the Washington Commanders. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts with an empty backfield. Gets the snap. He has time. He's looking. Throws it up the middle. The catch is made at the 50 and down at the 40 to the 35 to the 33 is A.J. Brown. What a play by Philadelphia. A nice pass by Jalen Hurts. He zipped it right to A.J. and he just continues to rack up more yards. 1st and 10 inside the Washington 35-yard line. And A.J. again, just really good footwork getting past Sanders still. And the pass rush has done Eagles offensive line has done a great job just protecting Jalen Hurts and doing a good job in the pocket again. Here's another handoff that goes to Saquon Barkley, and nowhere to go. Bobby Wagner, I'm sure that you heard of his name, able to make the stop and stuff him at the line of scrimmage. That ball was thrown perfectly, too, because Sanders still almost deflected it. He went right in front of A.J. and nearly blocked it, nearly deflected it, and A.J. was able to make the catch. Just mistimed it a little bit. Man. Is out of focus. The white box out of the screen. The white box in the middle of the screen. This white box here, it's a little bit out of focus. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Another handoff again to Barkley. Runs up the middle, gets past the yellow line, and he is down inside the 25-yard line. Daron Payne did get hurt on the play. As Barkley ran up the middle, he had a little gap and got through the teeth of the defense and took it right on in to the backfield. And so it's now a 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley, have yourself a drive. Eagles offense, 8 plays and 66 yards, manufactured in 4 minutes on this current drive so far. We do have an injury timeout, I believe, that's going to be taken, as again, Deron Payne got hurt. He is walking over towards the sideline. And I'm sure he's going back to the blue medical tent right now. Payne, of course, one of the Commanders' big key defensive tackles. Now 28 years old, went to Alabama and was drafted back in 2018. He's played with the Commanders ever since. And this is currently his 8th season with Washington. Hurts in the gun again. And here's a jet sweep that goes to A.J. Brown, and it doesn't work out well. Was that A.J.? No, it was Devontae. Devontae lost about 1 yard there. McGee got him. Eagles tried to do something creative. Devontae was in motion, and he ran a jet sweep right up the middle and took it to the left. Tried to stiff arm past his defender McGee, and it ended up not working out. McGee was able to dive and take him down at the knees. Let's try this. Ball on. There we go. That's better. If it's out of focus, I can't do anything. Hurts in the gun again. Gets the snap. Drops back. Throws it to the left side. A.J. Brown tried to make the catch and could not do so. The throw, it was sort of a loft to A.J. over towards that left side. It would have been a first down. But I believe that Jalen threw it just a little bit high. It just went off of A.J.'s fingertips. And looking at the replay again, sorry about my screen. It's a little bit blurry. Should have had that. That's a drop catch. That's the second one dropped today by the Eagles. Remember, there was one earlier by Devontae Smith in the end zone. He ended up catching his second attempt, which was on a third down. 2nd and 11 for the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington 25-yard line. Hurts gets the snap, drops back, throws it up the middle again, tries to find Brown again, and it does not work out. He was covered pretty well by Sandra Still. And so the field goal unit is going to go out there, and the Eagles are going to settle for a 3. This will be a 43-yard field goal for Jake Elliott. As Brown was, I think he would have just been a little bit short of a first down there. Brown was running a slant and just couldn't hang on to it. Sandra Still was right behind him, and he just knocked it right out of his hands. Elliott with the 3. See if he makes it. The ball is spotted. The kick is up, and it is no good. It is wide left, and Jake Elliott continues to struggle, and the Commanders will have it at their own 33 when they return. Eagles can't make a field goal. Jake Elliott, wide left, 43-yard field goal, no good, and he just continues to struggle. And a timeout taken. Folks, just a reminder, I know that the game might be a little bit ahead, and we might be a little bit behind, but just a reminder, no spoilers in the chat. If somebody does see somebody spoiling something, please make sure that you warn them first, mods, and then if they do it again, just rip the Band-Aid off and time them out. So, man, that was critical. Darn it. Come on, Jake. Just missed it. I mean, it was not even close. It was way wide left. Somebody just said this, and I wanted to make sure I said this. Brandon Graham is the first player. This is according to John Ganude. I hope I said that correctly. I apologize if I didn't. John is covers the Eagles. He is the director of football communications, and is a big Eagles fan. He said that BG is the first player, in quotes, to record sacks in back-to-back games at age 37 or older, since Calais Campbell did it with Miami during weeks 10 and 11 in 2024. So Jake Elliott just took the 43-yard field goal wide left. He has now missed 4 in his last 5 games. Not good. That box always looks a little bit a little bit blurry. I think it's zoomed in. Yes, because this is directly taken from ESPN, and it looks really small, so I zoom in on it just to make it bigger for people to see. This is the only way that I could find the field marker. People like it. They like to know where the ball is. And again, of course, I still say it because it's a radio play-by-play. But anyhow, yeah. So, all right. Anyone try the Dr. Pepper candy cans? Oof. I used to be okay with Dr. Pepper, but I'm not like a big fan. Remember, this is a sports and food channel. That is true. That is true, for sure. Wagner's still playing well. Rest of the Commanders look like they've given up. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Washington. Marcus Mariota in the shotgun again. He gets the snap. He is looking deep downfield. Fires it over towards the left side. That ball is caught by Terry McLaurin. That was a bomb. It was a 40-yard pass. He went down to the 27. Adoree Jackson was trailing him, and then as soon as he caught it, he took him down. He had to leap up, though, and make the catch, and Jackson just was able to take him down. That was actually just a terrific play. The throw went to Terry's left side, and how he was just able to switch in the play, or as the throw was coming, was pretty impressive. Mariota is going to throw a little short pass to, or is going to hand it off to Krosky Merritt, excuse me. That was just a gain of 2 yards. So the Washington Commanders already able to get down the field. And they are at the 25-yard line. The Philadelphia 25, that is. Mariota again in the shotgun formation. Dribbles to the right side. He gets the snap, throws it. It's caught at the 30. Taking it past the 20 and past the 15. And going towards the outside to the 11 is Deebo Samuel. Reed Blankenship did stop him. It was a short pass, and Deebo Samuel, wide open, made the catch, had a couple of blockers, got past Jordan Davis, and a couple other Eagles players too. Quinyon Mitchell tried to take him down in the secondary and just couldn't do so. It was, again, Reed Blankenship on the tackle. So it is 1st and 11. Well, really 1st and 10, but they are at the 11-yard line, the Commanders. Eagles defense has not done its job on this drive. Another handoff and a run up the middle and going to about the 5 and marching his way, trying to get to the 4 is Krosky Merritt again. That's now 4 plays and a total of 63 yards on this drive. We've seen the Eagles defense do a great job dominating, but not on this drive. Gave up a big pass to Terry McLaurin. That was not good. 2nd and 3 coming on up. Mariota gets the snap. A handoff to the right side. And not a lot of daylight for Krosky Merritt to go. He doesn't see any hole there, and he'll just take the loss for 1 yard. And now it's 3rd and 4. Brandon Graham able to close out the edge. And Jihad Campbell, who's still in there for Nakobe Dean, able to provide the tackle. Here we go. 3rd down, baby. Come on, Red Zone D. Make another stop. This is 3rd and 4. Dual receivers on the left side. Mariota has Krosky over to his left. And he's going to hand it off to Krosky Merritt. And he runs up the middle, takes it past the 3, the 2, the 1. And he is down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. It's a nice little handoff. Jalen Phillips actually got blocked over on the edge. And then he came out of the block and got there a little bit late. He did make the tackle, but again, this offensive line for the Commanders doing a good job on this drive. That was Sam Cosme, who sort of slowed him down. We have a whistle called really quickly. Let's see what this whistle is. That right knee is down. His right knee was down, and they're going to call it 4th and 1, so he was down at the 2 and not the 1. So the review was reversed. It's now 4th and 1, and the Eagles are going to try to get a stop here. No field goal unit for the Commanders. They're going to try to go for it here. And before that happens, we have another whistle called. And we'll see if this is a challenge or what. It is. The Commanders are going to challenge this. I figured that was going to be the case. And so Washington is going to sacrifice a timeout if they lose this challenge. Or obviously keep it if they win. All right. So it's either a 4th and 1 at the 2, or it's a 1st and goal at the Philadelphia 1 for Washington. Eagle Otto, what's up, dude? What's up, chat? Eagle Otto says, AJ is an enigma. Some plays, he looks like he has alligator arm catches. Other plays, he makes great plays in traffic. I feel that. Can't let them hang around, man. Let's go. It's a little blurry, but I can read it just fine. Good. Yeah, nothing I can really do about that. Oh, man. Bad spot's definitely 1st and goal, says Jay Decker. I don't know. Sorry, again, if you guys hear sirens in the background again. I am not. I know I keep apologizing, but obviously there's people that are just tuning on in. So if you think that I sound more so like a broken record, I have to just continue to repeat this for those of you that are tuning in for the first time. I'm not in my. I'm not home. That's essentially what it is. I'm not at my home base. I'm not at home. So you'll probably hear some more sounds in the background. It might be a little bit more echoey. The stream, hopefully, knock on wood that everything continues to be smooth sailing for this stream. 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go in this second quarter. We're just waiting to see if this call is going to be overturned as Washington challenged a ruling that was down. It was called 4th and 1 on Krosky's run up the middle. They said that he got 3. He did not get 4 yards. He had to get to the 1-yard line to move the chains and make it a 1st and goal at the 1. Washington down 7-3 to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 9-5 on the year. Commanders are 4-10. Let's go. You sound good, JJ. Good. I agree. Says somebody. That's PJ. What's up, PJ? Blurry is probably my eyes. Am I blurry or no? All right, so the call will stand. His knee was down on the right hash mark at the 2, right? Yes, and it'll be 4th and 1. All right, come on. Get that stop. 5:14 left to go. Commanders lining up. Mariota under center. Running back right behind him. And here's the run up the middle. He gets past the 1 to the goal line. Now the question is he in, Rodriguez? And they're going to say that he was not in the end zone and just tackled on the goal line by Zach Bond. That was a clutch play by him. I mean, he wrapped him up right on the ankles from behind and was able to just get him down. We have a little bit of pushing and shoving going on between a Commanders player and Cooper DeJean. Can't tell who the Commanders offensive lineman is. That sort of pushed Cooper a little bit. They're not going to throw a flag, anything. So it's a 1st and goal at the goal line for Washington. Another handoff and a run up the middle again. That time, Krosky Merritt gets back to the line. No gain. 2nd and goal. And stopped by Jordan Davis, closing the gap. And the clock continues to tick. Again, 7-3 Philadelphia. Let's look again. It looked like somebody got double-teamed. It was Davis. Davis got double-teamed, and he still made the tackle. That's impressive. 2nd and goal. All right. Another handoff, and this time, did he get it? They're going to say Krosky Merritt did get it, and they will call it a touchdown for now. They will rule it as a touchdown. I have to see a replay of that. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt gets credited for a touchdown right now. It's 9-7. We'll see if they review this or not. So let's look at the replay again. Did he show it past the goal line? Yes, he did. Okay, that is a touchdown. Commanders able to get the lead back as we ride the seesaw, and the extra point coming on up for Jake Moody. That is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt who got the touchdown for the Washington Commanders. And that is Krosky Merritt's 6th touchdown of the season. Extra point coming up for Jake Moody. The ball is snapped. The ball is spotted. It's right down Broadway and clearly good. 10-7 Commanders with 3:40 to go in the first half. And the Eagles will step aside. What else do we got? Come on, guys. Let's do the tush push. Let's go. Philadelphia Eagles, baby. Let's get it done. I'm not blurry. Just that middle part with the field position is. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. I do apologize. JJ, it's good to see you. It's good to see you, too. Okay. All right. Come on, offense. Got to do a better job out there. They did good on the last drive. Can they provide another touchdown again? Or sorry, on the last drive. Sorry. They missed a field goal on the last drive. That was not good. What are you talking about, JJ? $21 more subs, so we get to 8,200. By the way, Quentin B., thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I believe it was on Twitch. Man, your screen says upheld, and that was wrong. Come on, man. See, the one thing that scares me is moving forward. As much as I love this Eagles defense, I just get a little bit scared about wear and tear. It's the same thing with the tush push. I get afraid of that, especially in football, because we've seen the defense just be absolutely spectacular. But when they're out there for a long time and they're making big plays and your offense is just putting up really short drives with all these 3 and outs, not necessarily over the last couple of weeks, but just in totality, those things add up and miles get on the tires and wear and tear comes, and that's something that still kind of concerns me in the back of my head. I'm not like overly panicking about it, but that's something that is sort of alarming to me when I think about the playoffs and I think about this team and their schedule and the rest of the games that they're going to have to play. That's why in this game in particular, I really wanted the Eagles to dominate the clock. They've only had the ball for 11 minutes and 38 seconds. Didn't help that they fumbled the ball on the opening kickoff. That certainly did not help at all, and that put them behind the sticks. But it is what it is. Again, just got to go out there and get yourself a W. Looked like the runner went backwards. Should have been progress called there. Here we go, as the kickoff by Moody is going to be kicked pretty high and far. Will Shipley makes the catch at the 1, takes it past the 5, the 10, the 15, and down right at about the 20. They'll maybe say that he got to the 19. So it's 1st and 10 for Philadelphia, and they're going to have a little bit of work to do on this drive as they trail by 3 points. The tackle made by Reeves. I gotta tell you, Washington special teams has done a very good job so far, and that's been really helping them too. Eagles have just got to step up again on offense. Shotgun formation again for Jalen Hurts. And a handoff. And that's going to go to Saquon Barkley. Up the middle for 5 yards. And down at the 24, up the middle he goes in between the hashes by Newton. Yes, JJ is not broadcasting from home, so if you hear sirens and see JJ led away in handcuffs, you know the neighbors came home and found him. Well, so far, no noise complaints. That's good. I hope it stays that way. Hurts in the gun again, gets the snap. He has time. Throws it to the left side. Wide open catch made by A.J. Brown. Catches defender slipping, and he will take it for another couple of yards out of bounds to about the 31-yard line in Philadelphia territory. Let's go, A.J. I get scared of ghosts like Sam Darnold. I almost said damn Darnold. Nice job by A.J. Brown so far. 4 catches, 62 yards. He's been targeted 7 times. He did have a dropped catch. 2 drop catches, actually. But overall, though, still playing pretty well. Hurts will hand it off to Barkley. Runs up the middle. Gets in between the hash marks again. Runs past the 35 and down to about the 39-yard line as Von Miller, the veteran, still in the league. Not at the same level that he once was, but able to make the tackle. It's a 2nd and 2. And that'll take us to about the 2-minute warning. Be surprised if the Eagles run another play here. They will not. So Eagles down 10-7, and the ball is at the 39 in Philadelphia territory. And they'll be back, and so will we. Don't go anywhere. Oh, folks, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live for Eagles football, for Phillies baseball, and, of course, for 76ers basketball. Reminder, no Sixers game tonight from us. Sixers are on at 7 o'clock, but obviously we are covering the Eagles game, and right after the game is done, of course, if the Eagles win, we are covering the Packers-Bears game. Because if the Eagles do win and clinch the NFC East tonight, they will have to obviously rely on the Packers to beat the Bears in order for them to slide up to that number 2 seed. All right, so we're after the 2-minute warning. Eagles have triples over towards the right side. And Jalen Hurts lines up in the shotgun again. Eagles down 10-7. Ball at the 41-yard line. Here we go. Here's the snap. The catch made by A.J. Brown, and just for maybe a gain of 3 yards, plunging on forward. It was forward motion, but just a short gain there, and it'll be 2nd and 7. I said the 44. I meant to say the 47-yard line. 1:38 to go. No, it is at the 44. I was right. Hurts again in the gun. Gets the snap. Drops back. He's looking to step up. He's going to run with the ball. And now he'll slide at the 47-yard line. And clock continues to tick. 1:20 to go. Had some space up the middle. And did a good job just sliding before anybody was able to touch him. 65 seconds left. Second down and 7 yards to go for Philadelphia. Hurts on the drive. Throws it as he gets the snap. The catch made by A.J. Brown. It was a diving catch past the yellow marker. And it is a first down for Philadelphia. We'll see where the spotting of the ball is right now. It is at about the 45-yard line. Nice. Hurts gets the snap again. Clock still ticking. 38 seconds to go. Brown will make the catch, and he does get out of bounds. It was just shy of a first down by about 3 yards to the right side. And Hamilton chased him, and A.J. Brown able to rack up more yards. 82 catching yards for A.J. Brown in this game. 7 catches on 10 targets. Eagles still have 2 timeouts left and 35 seconds to go, to be exact, in this first half. Let's go. All right, 5 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles line up over on offense. 3 seconds left. And here comes the snap. Hurts drops back again. He's looking. Pressure's coming. He lost the ball. He picks it on up. And he's going to run. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Got tackled on the left side. And that was a loss of a couple of yards. Man. It's now 3rd and 8. And the ball back at the 43. It was stripped by Igbinogne. And so Hurts still able to get on top of it. Not a good job by him fumbling that ball there. It got picked out of his hands. He could not hang on. But then he picked it up. And thankfully, Eagles still have possession. It's now 3rd and 8. Okay. 3rd and 8 at the Washington 43-yard line. Come on, baby. Eagles do burn their second timeout, by the way. The clock does stop with exactly 25 seconds to go in this second quarter. Remember, the Commanders are going to get the ball to start off the second half. Keep that in mind, too. 3rd and 8. At the Washington 39. This will be a 57-yard field goal for Jake Elliott. He missed one from 41 earlier. Here's Hurts. He gets the snap, throws it up the middle. The catch made on the numbers at the 40 to the left side, but not good enough for a first down. They had to get to the 43. They'll call it actually 4th and 4. They'll say he was down at the 39, and the Washington Commanders are going to burn their final timeouts. Honestly, if you're the Eagles here, I would say go for it. But what say you? Would you take the points? I don't trust Jake Elliott right now. I'd rather have them try to get it closer. And the Commanders are out of timeouts. Again, they've gotten 42 yards on 9 plays on this current drive. What do you guys think? Should they go for it or not? Should they go for it or not? All right, 18 seconds left here in this second quarter. And the Eagles' offense is going to stay out there. All right. Hurts lines him up. Let's go. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts in the gun. And we have another whistle called, and the Eagles are going to burn another timeout. And that will be their final one. Commanders received the ball, the second half kickoff, right? Yes. I think I said that, didn't I? Elliott is going to kick the field goal here. They will bring the field goal unit on. Oh, boy. Again, this is 57 yards. Elliott 4 for 7 this year from 50 plus. Can he be clutch here and make up for his missed field goal from before that was wide right or wide left? Here's the snap. The ball is spotted. The kick is up by Elliott, and it's wide again. No good. And the Commanders will get the ball back with 13 seconds to go. There is a flag thrown. There's a flag thrown at the last second. And they're going to call offsides. Wow. A defensive offsides called on Owens. And the Eagles are going to get a first down. That is wild. They called offsides. It was the right call. There was definitely movement for sure. And the Eagles get a first down at the Washington 34-yard line. What do you know? 13 seconds left in this second quarter. Wow. Washington bailed them out. Can you believe it? No timeouts for either team. 13 seconds left on the game clock. Hurts gets the snap, throws it to the left side, and it's incomplete. He tried to find Devontae Smith. That was his target, and it was in his vicinity, but wouldn't have been able to make the catch. 9 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And again, no timeouts. Let's look again. Elliott, he's just really been struggling. 2nd and 10. Elliott is going to go out there for another field goal attempt. And that one, did he get it? Nope, he did not. He missed it again. That was from 52 yards. And so the Commanders will get the ball back with 4 seconds to go. So they tried Jake Elliott again. That is his 3rd miss of the game. And now the question is, do you consider getting yourself another kicker at this point if you're Philadelphia? That was bad. Another missed field goal for Jake Elliott, and the Commanders are going to take a knee, and that's going to wrap up the first half. Eagles down 10-7. They leave 6 points on the board and are down to the Washington Commanders. 10-7 is the score. That's crazy. What a first half. There's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot of stuff to break down that I would like to talk about, but just give me about 3 minutes or so. I will be right back. I just have to get up and stretch, but there are certain things that I do want to go over. There's things that I want to talk about. There's things that I'm not happy with that happened in the first half that I would like to get off my chest, and I want to hear from you guys too. What bothered you in that first half? What did you think worked well? What do you think could absolutely be improved upon as the Eagles go into the second half? Let me know down below. We'll be right back. We'll step aside. Don't go anywhere. Welcome on into the Eagles halftime show here on Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live for Eagles games, Sixers games, and Phillies games, of course. Eagles currently trail to the Washington Commanders. They're down 10-7. The 4-10 Commanders have a 3-point lead. Obviously, a lot of things did not go so well for the Eagles in that first half, and it all just started from really the opening kickoff. The fumble that occurred by Will Shipley was bad, and that gave the Washington Commanders very good field positioning. They got a short field out of it and were able to just get a field goal. Surprised that the Eagles defense, I mean, not really surprised, but the Eagles defense did a good job holding them to just 3 there, but it's a 10-7 game. Eagles have had their chances. They've shot themselves in the foot, really, just a couple of times. And then there have just been some bad plays that I just feel like are just mental mistakes that this team just continues to make. First and foremost, I'd like to talk about, before I get into Jake Elliott himself, I personally, and I said this in the moment, you can go back to the tape, I thought that before Jake Elliott attempted his quote-unquote second field goal of the game, I thought that the Eagles should have tried to go for it at that point because Jake Elliott clearly has been struggling. And I understand the philosophy that Nick Sirianni still wants to try to instill confidence in his guy. I think that's sort of like a Rob Thompson-esque type of a move, and it backfired because he's a player's coach. But I personally would have went for it on 4th and 5 there because, again, it's a 57-yard field goal. This guy, there's a stat right here, and it confirms it. It's from Tim McManus. Jake Elliott with 2, really 3 missed field goals in the first half. That's now 5 missed field goals and a missed extra point over the last 5 games. That is bad. That is really bad. I feel bad for Jake Elliott because he's had a lot of success here, but he just clearly does not have it anymore. He's been an absolute awesome player for the city. He's done great things. But I think that now the clock is ticking with Jake Elliott, and the Eagles have to look elsewhere. I really feel that way. And it's sad for me to say because, again, he's had a lot of success over the years, but we've seen this coming for a little bit of time, and I think that the ship has started to sail a little bit with Jake Elliott. I really feel that way, and I wish that those words weren't even coming out of my mouth, but 3 missed field goals, and 2 of them counted. But, yeah, that was not good. A couple of drop passes that you would like to have back. I know that Devontae did catch his second attempt on that 3rd drive by the Eagles, or the 2nd drive in the first quarter it was. But Jalen threw it right on the money to Devontae, and that ball should have been caught. A couple of catches that A.J. Brown should have made that he didn't, that also should have been caught too. Overall, I think Jalen's having a good game. I did not like the fumble that he had on that last drive, but I think that he's done a good job taking care of the football. I also just like the designed runs that the Eagles are using. I think that the play calling has been very good today. And the fact that they only have 7 points, again, the dropped catches, the 2 ones, those were big, but also just the Eagles getting into their own head and missing field goals, that definitely has not helped either. And that, of course, changes the strategy of things for the Commanders. If we take a look at the stats so far today, the Philadelphia Eagles have controlled the ball for 15 minutes and 14 seconds, while the Commanders have had it for 14:46. So it's about even in that category. Of course, the Commanders are going to receive the football to start off the second half. But I just feel like that getting off to that bad start on special teams, I think that really puts you behind, and it made things a lot tougher. It made it a lot tougher for your defense. It made it tougher for your offense, too, because, again, you don't want to go out there behind. Now, and with the way things go, football is the type of sport where momentum, it doesn't have as much of a factor, in my opinion, as much as basketball does and hockey per se. But there's definitely a feeling where things do change because of one particular play. And there's a sort of climax. And I'm not telling you that opening drive was the climax, but that definitely turned the game upside down for the Eagles. And you don't want to fall behind. And that's what they did. But now the question is, what types of adjustments are they going to make in the second half? And I just think that they just got to pound the ball on the ground still. I think that they got to do a little bit of a better job with the running game. I know that they've netted 76 yards on the ground. Saquon did have one drive where he was running the ball pretty well. But besides that, I feel like that they have not gotten as many rushing yards on the ground as they should. But that's just my 2 cents of everything that's going on. Marcus Mariota hasn't really been special today. He did have one really good pass to Terry McLaurin, and he's just an awesome receiver. Quinion was not covering him at the time. It was Adoree Jackson, and McLaurin beat him right to the punch and caught a 40-yard pass, and the Commanders were able to score on that drive thanks to a cross-key Merritt touchdown. But, yeah, this is what happens, right? When the Eagles' defense is out there for so long and they're doing this week in and week out, eventually wear and tear is going to happen. And the defense today, I don't think has been special. I don't think that they've been terrible either, but they've been average. And I mean that. That's sort of a compliment, too, because of how great that they've been playing. So the fact that this is sort of an average game for the defense as a whole, I mean, there's been some nice individual players that have stood out. Now, the Nakobe Dean injury sucks. I'm a little bit all over the place. I apologize. The Nakobe Dean thing does change things, so you sort of have to factor that in too. And there's also still no Jalen Carter. That does matter as well, even though they shut out their opponent last week, the Chargers, and that was without Jalen Carter. I just feel like that the Eagles haven't really – they've only gotten to the quarterback once. It was a Brandon Graham sack, and that number has to go up a little bit more in the second half. I'd like to see them try to bully Mariota again. It feels like that they get really close to taking him down, but they just haven't been able to just get to him as many times as they should. And I'd like to see that cleaned up a little bit too. But then again, talk about it on the other side, the offense needs to put up longer drives, and they've got to get it into the end zone. At this point, you're now relying on the Eagles to just get into the end zone and give Jake Elliott rests and just have him go out there for extra points. It's bad. So, Elliott is technically 0 for 2. One miss was wiped out by a penalty, and it was an offsides call, but 0 for 3 today, but 2 of them did count. Tim McManus. A.J. Brown's 8 receptions in the first half, quote, are tied for the most in any half of his career. And that's according to ESPN research. His 11 targets in this half are the most in any half of his NFL career. That doesn't really surprise me. Only Brown has 8 catches and 86 yards, and Devontae with 4 catches for 26 and a touchdown. The one complaint that I do have about the offense is that Dallas Goedert has not been targeted once. And that is a problem. That is an issue. Dallas Goedert has been a big security blanket for Jalen Hurts. And he's just not, he's out of the plays. And that, to me, is not good. I give a little bit of credit to Washington's defense because there have been times where I've seen them covering him, and they've done good at that, but that does have to be better in the second half, too. All right, we're ready to start off the third quarter. Wow, time really flew there. Elliott's kickoff, that's a line drive kick that's going to be caught at the 10 and taking it past the 20, outside the 30, and down to the 31. The tackle made by Kyle Granson, the third-string tight end And the Commanders, they'll actually say that they'll start at their own 32, so it was an extra yard. All right. And the Eagles defense going out there as they trail by 3 points. 82 watching and 84 likes. I like the sound of that. Let's go. I literally said use what worked against the Raiders. Yeah. Did I say the Chargers, that they shut out the Chargers? I meant to say that they shut out the Raiders. My bad. All right, here we go. Mariota in the gun, gets the snap. He's looking up the middle, throws it, and a diving catch at the 50 by Treylon Burks. He got it. He was able to reel it on in on a diving catch to his right side. And wide open he was, too. The team was late. And it's a 1st and 10. Ball is actually going to be at the 44. Excuse me, not the 50. The Philadelphia 44, that is. Mariota again in the gun. He gets the snap, rolls to the right side, throws it out of bounds, and incomplete. And the clock stops. We're just 37 seconds into this third quarter. Mariota today 7 for 12 in the passing game with 95 passing yards. That's his second deep pass that he has thrown today for over 20 yards. Had one earlier to Terry McLaurin. And Treylon Burks able to catch one on this drive. Eagles show blitz up front. Interesting. 5 seconds left on the play clock. And fake handoff as Mariota gets the snap. The pass over to McLaurin, deflected by Quinyon Mitchell, and incomplete. He got a hand on it and slapped it out of the breadbasket of Deebo Samuel's hands. Excuse me. That was Deebo Samuel as the intended target. It's now 3rd and 10. Ball still at the 44 of Philadelphia. Let's go. Yeah, to stop. Receiver in motion. And that is Terry McLaurin going from left to right. Mariota, shotgun formation, gets the snap. He drops back. Pressure's coming and down. He threw it out. There was a flag thrown. The screen froze for a sec. Okay. All right, there's a flag thrown. The pressure was coming. He was actually able to somehow throw it, but there's going to be a penalty. It's going to be on McNichols for an offensive holding. The penalty is obviously declined, and Philadelphia is going to get the ball back. It's the Commanders able to get 4 plays. It was not a 3 and out, but it certainly felt like it as the Eagles defense does step up. Look at Brandon Graham there, too, chasing him down. Did a great job just getting on through. Covey will be the Eagles' punt returner again. Tressway with his 3rd punt, and this one is launched. And the fair catch signaled as Covey goes swarming around, makes the catch at the 17, and the Eagles will have it right inside the 20 when they come back after this. Sorry about that. Again, control what you can control, as my friend would say. Oh, man. 20 more subs till we get to 82 undo. Let's go. Nice job. Send Elliott and Hurts to the showers. Send them to the showers, says Mark. It is 6:44 p.m. Eastern Time. We've been on for 2 hours and 2 hours and 6 minutes so far. If you're wondering, game started at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's when opening kickoff, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's when kickoff took place, 4 o'clock Central Time. Oh, boy. After the game is done, if the Eagles do win, we are going to be watching the Packers Bears game. And the Eagles, again, they're down by 3. But if they do get a W, we'll see how things go. If the Eagles do lose, we will be watching at least the scoreboard of the Dallas game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If they lose, I don't think that we're going to be able to watch the game. Okay, I do not have NFL Sunday ticket. So if it's on it's on. If not, we're just going to scoreboard watch. And if you guys want to come on, you can. So that would be another bonus game that we do cover. It's 14:02, right, JJ? Yep, that is correct. That is correct. Seema Fox says, Elliott, go home. 10-7, Commanders up by 3 against the Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith did catch a touchdown for Philadelphia. That was the only time that they got into the end zone. That was with 2:37 to go in the first quarter. Okay, Eagles start at their own 17-yard line. And we'll see what happens on this drive here. Mariota did go back into the blue medical tent after the break, or during the break. So there are only 2 available quarterbacks. Josh Johnson, that's their backup to their backup. Barkley was going to run it up the middle on the handoff, runs in between the hash marks, takes it past the 25, and dives on forward to the 22-yard line. He was at the 17, and he dove forward to the 22. Tuning on in from the Poconos. Let's go. Where is everybody else tuning on in from? The Eagles have had 4 possessions so far. The first one resulted in a punt. Second one was a touchdown, and the last 2 have been missed field goals for Philadelphia. They've left points on the board. Hurts under center. 30 seconds left on the play clock. Devontae Smith going from left to right. A fake handoff and a play-action pass for Jalen Hurts. He's going to throw it to Devontae at the blue line, and he takes it past the yellow line for a first down, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. 7-yard pass by Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith, and out of bounds on the near side of the 29-yard line. Let's go. 19 more subs. Let's go. 19 more subscribers. Let's keep going. All right. Less than 13 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Still plenty of football. Hurts gets the snap. He's going to throw it to Goddard for the first time tonight. And Dallas Goedert makes the catch for 8 yards. And he slides at the 37-yard line. A little short pass to Dallas Goedert. Had a couple of blockers, and then got tackled by Jones. That is Jonathan Jones, excuse me. Shotgun formation again for Jalen Hurts as he gets the snap, throws it to the right side. There's Jahan Dotson, who catches the first down, 6 yards, and he is inside the 45. The Eagles move the sticks. And we'll have a 1st and 10 right there. Second first down on this drive so far. And the Eagles marching so far on this drive. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it to the right. And a diving catch by Devontae Smith. And they will say that he was just shy of the first down marker. He caught it at the 48, wide open catch. Hauled it on in. That was a tough angle for him to catch that, but he sort of had to come back for it and dive on forward to secure the catch, and he did. And regardless, they'll call it a 2nd and 2. And there's Marcus Mariota running back into the tunnel. Uh-oh. And we said that he went into the blue medical tent not too long ago, and he is hustling back on into the tunnel right now. 2nd and 2. Eagles on offense. Triples to the right. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Runs past Lavu. Takes it over to the 40. And he is down at the 41. Kinlaw with the tackle on the ankles. And the Eagles get another first down. Their third one on this drive. Eagles, by the way, 0 for 3 on 3rd down today. Commanders 1 for 6. Just wanted to throw that out there, too. Okay, let's go. Hurts again in the gun. Gets the snap. Drops back. He has to roll to the left side. Pressure's coming. He's able to throw it out of bounds towards the near sideline in no man's land. And the clock stops with 10:24 to go. 18 more. 18 more subscribers. Let's go. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? Eagles down by 3. Come on. Let's get into the end zone. Get that lead back. Come on. 2nd and 10 for Philadelphia at the Washington 41-yard line. They'll break the huddle. There is Devontae Smith lined up on the right side towards the outside. Hurts will fake the handoff, and he's going to run it himself, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage as Bobby Wagner was ready to tackle him and took him down right there. Oh, come on, man. 3rd and 10. Please. That was a good tackle. It was. It was a good play by Bobby. He recognized the play, broke on through, past the right guard, and got to Jalen. 137 tackles for Bobby Wagner, and 3 sacks, 2 INTs this year. Hurts will get the snap again. Tosses it to the left side to Saquon Barkley. It's a short gain. Eagles go a little bit conservative there. That was Will Shipley, and it was just for 3 yards. Try to provide a little screen for Shipley, and they just get a short amount of yards. The offense is going to stay out there. It's 4th down territory for Philadelphia. They have to get to the Washington 31. Elliott is warming up over on the sidelines, and obviously he is not going to be used right now. This would be a 56-yarder for him. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts does get the snap. He drops back again. He's looking. He has time. He lofts it downfield over towards the near side, and it's intercepted at about the 5-yard line. But there is a flag thrown. There is a flag thrown on the Washington Commanders. It was picked off by Harris, I believe. It was picked off actually by, it was. Will Harris picked it off, but there was a holding away from the play as a Commanders player held Britton Covey. Wow. And so the penalty itself is illegal contact for 5 yards. And it'll be a 1st down for Philadelphia as the drive continues. Penalties coming back to bite the Commanders. Another one that was big. So Barkley gets the handoff here and got back to the line of scrimmage as Kinlaw was ready for him. They were stacking the box, and they knew that they were going to run it with Saquon up the middle. And now the Eagles offense, the play calling just has not looked as sharp here in this second half. Wow. Got lucky there. 8:18 to go in quarter number 3, 2nd and 10 for Philadelphia as they still have the ball thanks to a costly penalty by the Washington Commanders. Illegal contact made, and that's what caused the drive to continue. Hurts gets the snap, rolls to the right side, throws it to Goddard. The catch is made, and it's just shy of the 1st down. It was a 9-yard pass that was zipped by Hurts to Goddard. And that is Dallas' 2nd catch and his 2nd target of the second half. Sort of leading Dallas to his spots. Barkley gets another handoff. The tackle was missed, and he's going to get to the 1st down marker. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the Washington 22. A 2-yard run by Saquon Barkley. Lavu, I believe, was the guy that was right there that just couldn't take him down. And the Eagles were able to get something out of it. And it ended up being huge. A 1st down. Another handoff again to Barkley, and that time not much there. The gap was closing pretty fast. Deron Payne and Bobby Wagner able to close it up. And Barkley could not escape that time. Saquon just averaging about 3.9 yards per carry in this one. Not his worst of the season, but it's pretty much close to average, I would say. Man. Okay. Almost 7 o'clock drive time. Yes, sir. Hurts lines him up again. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 9 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Ball at the 21. Hurts gets the snap, drops back. He's looking to the left, throws it, caught at about the 21, and down goes Dotson. Bobby Wagner ready for him, waiting for him, and just taking him down like a bull at the 20. And it will be 3rd and 8. Again, like, what is going on here? They have Dotson run from the right to the left horizontally, and just a short gain. Eagles have converted on 1 3rd down today. Can they do it for the 2nd time? 3 seconds left on the play clock. Triples to the right. Hurts gets the snap. Drops back, rolls to the right side, and he's going to throw it towards the end zone. It's incomplete, and a flag issued. Devontae Smith was covered, and they're going to call pass interference. It looks like. Just hold up a second, though. Just want to make sure that I confirm it. Looked like a PI to me, but the flag... I mean, the refs haven't signaled anything just yet. They're talking things over. There's Dan Quinn, too. He wanted the word with one of the referees. Clock is stopped with 5:30. There was a flag thrown. They will call pass interference in the end zone on Igbenogany. And that's a 19-yard penalty, and the Eagles will get the ball at the Commanders' 1-yard line. Held him right at the waist and slowed down AJ in his Devontae in his tracks. Really held him more so towards the back. Man. Here we go. Eagles are going to tush push it. And do they get in? No, they do not. The ball is at the goal line. I can't believe the Eagles are getting bailed out by penalties. 2 big ones on this drive for Washington. That is unbelievable. 2nd and goal. They're also going to call a false start. Yes. Movement up front by Landon Dickerson. And that one is not going to count. So that sends the Eagles back to the Washington 6. We've seen this time and time again. When they try to go for the tush push at the goal line over their last couple of games. I mean, there have been now 3 penalties, really. When the Eagles are in the red zone. Not necessarily at the goal line. But a bad one there. And it'll be 2nd and goal at the 6. Come on. It's got to be better, man. Just get it in. Marcus Mariota, they say that his return is questionable. Come on, man. Just get it in. Clock still ticking. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. And we have a whistle called. Referees are gathering together next to Jalen Hurts. There was a stoppage in play. 2nd and goal at the Washington 6. Come on, man. Come on, get it in, baby. Hurts lines him up. 15 seconds left on the play clock. He gets the snap, hands it off to Barkley. And Barkley had the gap closing very fast again, but luckily enough, he at least got a yard. Still got him back to the 5, but not much there at all. No pitches, nothing. It's just running up the middle in shotgun, and this is what we've been used to pretty much throughout a lot of the time this year watching the Eagles on offense. 3rd and goal now. They've definitely had time, or have been killing the clock. 10 minutes and 15 seconds on this drive. It's been a long one, which again is just more so on the penalties by Washington. Hurts gets the snap. He's going to roll to the right side. There's a flag thrown. The throw is made. The catch is made by Jahan Dotson. And they're going to call it back. They're going to call another penalty. It's the second one on Fred Johnson for an offensive holding. And that sends the Eagles back to the Washington 15-yard line. Are you kidding me? Over on the right side, clear holding from Fred Johnson. And that was clear as day. Is that Martin again? Yeah. Martin trying to get past him, and he was clearly just holding on to him. And you can't do that. 3rd and goal. And the ball is at the 15 of Washington. 2 seconds left on the play clock. The snap for Jalen Hurts. He's going to throw it over to the end zone again. Goddard with the leaping catch. Able to haul it in. Touchdown, Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get the lead back. They're up 13-10 against the Washington Commanders. What a nice catch made by Dallas Goedert. I like that play call, like the design. As he ran to the right, he was running vertically and then just was in the end zone, ran horizontally, got past his defender, and was able to jump up, catch it, and haul it on in with his white gloves. Elliott's extra point, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Eagles back out in front, 14-10. What a drive. That was luck. But we'll take it. The pass interference call was big. And, of course, the 4th down call that went against the Commanders was big as well. But it worked in the Eagles' favor. Let's go. Big Money is over on Twitch. He says, thanks, Goddard. He's on my fantasy team. Dallas Goedert, man. Just what a heck of a season for him. I mean, you talk about touchdown catches. He's been really awesome. And, again, you see that the Eagles run a lot of plays in their red zone for him. We didn't necessarily see a lot of that today, really until just then. But the catch that he made was awesome. It was. It was a really nice catch. That's his 10th touchdown, I believe, of the season. He's tied for 5th in touchdowns this year. So, 18 more subs, baby. Let's keep going. Who doesn't like the design of a touchdown pass? Well, there's some. Some of them are designed, but then they improvise, and then they make a touchdown catch. And you might still not like the play that was called, but it was executed well. In this case, it looked to me like that the play was actually called for Goddard, and that was pretty good. And they executed it well. But sometimes you can throw it into double coverage, and you say to yourself, why make that pass? And then if somebody catches it in the end zone anyways, like, that's a ridiculous catch. Maybe not necessarily the best throw, but, so there's that too. Doesn't always necessarily mean that it's a great play call. But yeah, they took off 10:35 off the clock. That was big. Tina Marie, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that very, very much. Here's the kickoff by Elliott, and this ball is launched and caught at the 2 by Moore, and he takes it past the 10 to the 15, zigzags past the 20, and down at the 27-yard line as Byron Young stops him. Josh Johnson is going to go out there for the Washington Commanders, and we'll see what he has. Again, Marcus Mariota did go back into the tunnel after that last drive by Washington, so he is their third-string quarterback, and the only one that's healthy right now. Josh Johnson, 39 years old, and he is going out there for the Washington Commanders. He's under center. Johnson gets the snap and will hand it off to Rodriguez, who just gets a yard, getting just a little bit past the 28-yard line, and he's down at the 27. Yes, Eagles, quit scaring me, says Seema Fox. It's getting hot up here. I'm going to take this off. Taking off the hat now. 2:50 left to go in quarter number 3. Okay. The snap again. Johnson has time. Steps up and he throws it. And it is, he threw it and they're going to call it an incomplete pass. It was a forward pass supposed to go to Deebo Samuel. And now it's 3rd and 9. 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go in quarter number 3. As he got hit right from behind, right after he threw it. There was Nolan Smith Jr. coming at him from that right side. Hit him right on the right elbow. That's his throwing arm. Got him on the elbow. 3rd and 9. Let's go. Come on. Get a stop here. Commanders have converted on 3rd down once today. They are 1 for 6. Johnson lines him up. Triples to the left. He gets the snap. Throws it up the middle. And what a catch made by Deebo Samuel past the 45 and to the Washington 47-yard line. Gosh. He threw that ball perfectly. Deebo Samuel had Cooper DeJean on him, and DeJean just missed a deflection there. Could not get his hand on it, and he also tried to get the ball out of his hands and was really close to doing so, but Samuel able to hang on. And it'll be 1st and 10 with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 47. And we're going to have a flag thrown as McNichols will be called for a false start. Didn't get the snap off in time. Therefore, it'll be 1st and 15. And that sends the Commanders back to their own 42. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell icons too, folks. And that way you will know when we do go live. We got another game after this. If the Eagles do win, we are covering the Bears-Packers game. We have another stream set up. And so if the Eagles do win, we will not have a post-game show. We're just going to be watching that game. Eagles, if they do win, they also win the NFC East. If they can hang on and beat the Commanders. And therefore, Dallas is eliminated from winning the division. Here's a throw by Johnson to the left side, and that goes over the head of Terry McLaurin and incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell with the coverage, and a second down coming up. Saw a flag coming, told you, says Kevin. Davis nearly deflected that pass, too. Almost got his right hand on it. If he jumped maybe just an inch higher, I think he would have got it. 2nd and 15. Clock stops with 1:25 remaining in quarter number 3. Johnson still out there for Marcus Mariota. And he's going to hand it off to his running back, and that is Rodriguez, who jukes past one defender, and Reed Blankenship able to meet him at the 44, taking him down, wrapping him up in a bow. 3rd and 13 coming on up. And the clock continues to tick. Rodriguez has the most rushing yards for the Commanders today. 8 carries and 28 yards. And then Jacoby Krosky Merritt with 8 attempts to 25 yards. So not really much out of their running game. 3rd and 14. 43 seconds to go in this third quarter. Shotgun formation again for the Washington Commanders. They get the snap. Johnson drops back to the 30, throws it, and it's picked off and intercepted by the Eagles. And down to about the 35 is Cooper DeJean. Let's go. They'll actually say he was down at the 37, and the Eagles are going to take on over, baby. I mean, who is he even looking for? Cooper just came right over to the ball. It looked like it was supposed to go to Burks, and that was about 5 yards in front of him. Not close, and DeJean with the easy pick. Let's go. Eagles take over at the Washington Commanders 37. Oh, man. Just get that W. Let's go. 14-10, Philadelphia. They lead it by 4. All I care about is the W, says Evan. I feel the same exact way. Doesn't matter if it's pretty, doesn't matter if it's ugly. Get the win, secure that division, lock up the NFC East, say goodbye to the Cowboys, and just get yourself a playoff berth. Time to put that game to bed. Put it to bed. Drop the beds in the chats. Drop those beds. Let's go. Let's go. Time to put it away. Even though it's technically, we're not in the fourth quarter. It's a little bit premature to drop the beds. Just a little bit, but. Oh, man. Come on. You know what's interesting? So let me ask you this. Okay, if the Eagles. If the Eagles get a touchdown here, do you go for the 2? Or do you take the extra points with Jake Elliott? Here's an interesting scenario. Do you go up by 11 or do you try to go up by 12? Especially with the way Jake Elliott has been kicking lately. What would you do? What would you do? Let's go. Nice. Okay. Come on, offense. The ball is at the Washington 37. So the Eagles have got to get some first downs here. This would be a 55-yard field goal. Just throwing that out there. Eagles going from right to left. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts does get the snap. He drops back. Pressure's coming, and down he goes. He actually stepped up just a little bit. Could have been a loss of 5 yards, but it was only a loss of 2. Bobby Wagner, we've seen this a lot of times during this career, able to just take down Jalen Hurts right from behind him. He got behind him and took him down at the ankles. And that is going to take us to the fourth quarter. 14-10, Philadelphia. And they'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll see if the Eagles can get back into the end zone again. Welcome aboard. For those of you that are just tuning on in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We are 20 subscribers away from getting to the 8,200 marker. We go on for the Eagles games. We also do Sixers games, and we do Phillies games as well on this channel. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. After the game is done, we are going to be going live if the Eagles do win for that Packers-Bears game to see if the Eagles can potentially slide up to the number 2 seed. Again, that's if they win. Hurts gets the snap as we start off the fourth quarter. Throws it to A.J. Brown. It's a short gain for maybe about 5 yards. He actually, as the screen freezes, they say that he actually ended up getting 9, so he must have caught it about 4 yards after the catch. And he did. That is correct. They'll call it a 3rd and 2. AJ with 95 yards in the air today. That was his 9th catch. AJ and Devontae have been targeted a combined 20 times. Goddard, Dotson, and Shipley, the other receivers, have been targeted a total of 6. Hurts gets the snap. He's going to run with the ball as he rolls to the right side and takes it past the 30, and he's out of bounds at the 26-yard line to the near side. Another nice little scramble by Jalen Hurts. Got a nice block by Tyler Steen as he was just going to that right side. Steen did a good job at holding his defender. Here we go again. Motion to the near side, Devontae Smith. That was who was in motion. Barkley gets the handoff, and he goes nowhere fast. Got back to the line. That's it. So we didn't lose a yard, but Kinlaw able to just stuff the center, and Barkley could not break on through. Darn it. Again, what are these designed runs that they are doing with Saquon? I know that his footwork hasn't been as good, but I just can't seem to understand why they keep doing that here in this here in the second half when it's just clearly not working. Barkley is now on the right side. Hurts does get the snap. He zips it over to Dotson, makes the catch right on the 20-yard line to that right side in between the hash marks. And, well, it'll be 3rd and 4 for Philadelphia. Keep on going. It's 3rd and 4. For Philadelphia, this is a big play. Duels to the left and to the right. There's a handoff to Barkley. Barkley runs up the middle, gets past the right guard, and takes it right past the 15, and he is down at the 12. Saquon Barkley able to budge his way past LaVue and get tackled at the 12-yard line. Much needed there. He had a little gap, a little space, and that's just what he needed. They then close out that left side, or that right side, and that's what caused Barkley to get a little hole. Hurts is going to hand it off to Barkley. One of the defenders thought he was going to fake it, and he's going to budge his way into the end zone. He was nearly stopped at the 5, and the tackler couldn't finish him, and Barkley takes it in, and the Eagles get a touchdown. My goodness. A missed tackle by Washington. Barkley just got on through, was able to spin his way out of the tackle by Sandristil, and then Wagner came to the rescue, couldn't take him down either, and Barkley got on in. What a touchdown. What a play by Saquon Barkley. Extra point coming up for Jake Elliott. The ball was spotted, and the kick is good. Eagles up by 2 possessions. They didn't go for the 2. They went with the extra point instead. I give Barkley a lot of credit there. Nice. Let's go. Get that W. Anyhow. Anyway. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! That dude. That was nice. We need to get 21 or 28 on the board for me to feel good on our offenses, O'Gluffy. More on that in a little bit, because I'm not really satisfied with the offense today. But I said coming into this game, even if it's an ugly win, I really don't care. It sounds like I do care, and to an extent, I do. So maybe I'm lying to myself. But this Commanders team is just really in shambles. They're going to their 3rd-string quarterback, and it's just, again, like the Eagles, they played really well last week, I thought, against the Raiders. Even though the Raiders are a bad team, the Commanders, with the way that things have been going, they are not good either. They're just waiting for next year for Jaden Daniels to come back and just restart what they did, what would essentially be 2 years from then, from next year. Let's go. Got to get a cushion. Says Seema Fox. Yep. Speaking of cushions, if you guys are sitting back and relaxing, enjoying the call, which I guess if you're an Eagles fan, why would you be sitting back right now? But hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icons too, folks. It really does support the channel. Memberships, Mods, drop them down below. They are $2.99 a month. If you want to support the channel, it's a really nice way to do so. It's just $2.99 a month. You get access to really cool emojis. We've seen people drop AJ Brown emojis. If you are a member, if you could drop some, I would really appreciate that, just to show other people what it is, what I'm talking about when I say the emojis. We have a couple AJ Brown ones. We have one Jalen Hurts. We have a couple of Eagles logo ones. We have a nice Fly Eagles Fly one. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. 258 rushes this year for Saquon Barkley. And he did get to the 1,000-yard marker, I believe. All right, here we go. As the kickoff by Elliott is going to be caught inside the 10 by Moore. And he runs to the right side, past the 15, gets past Quinion, and takes it over to the 34-yard line. Did I say Quinion? Sorry about that. He did get past the defender, but it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Commanders at their own 34. Okay. That, by the way, was a 12-yard touchdown run by Saquon Barkley, and the Eagles are up 21-10. Come on, defense. Let's go. Defense. Defense. Johnson still out there as the quarterback for the Washington Commanders. And a handoff to Rodriguez, who runs up the middle and takes it to the 37. It's a gain of 3 yards. Jahad Campbell and Jalix Hunt stopped him in his tracks. Wisecorn says, I wish I could right now. It's all good, man. Obviously, I don't want people to feel like that they have to do that on the YouTube side of things. But if you guys can, of course. It's just it's a nice extra way to support the channel. And it's cool to just get more involved that way as well. I don't mention it a lot, so that's why I think I've mentioned it a little bit, though, in this one, and I'm happy about that. Johnson gets the snap. As the blitz is coming, he has to throw it quickly, and he does. It's over to the right side. Rodriguez does make the catch. He has to juke past the defender, zigzag past another, and down at the 43 he goes. So it was a gain of 6 yards. He made something out of nothing for sure. Could have been a lot worse for the Commanders. Eagles have to deal with a 3-1 here, and they're going to try to get themselves a stop, potentially, on this 3rd down. This is big. There's Jordan Davis. Again, no Nakobe Dean and no Jalen Carter. Nakobe left the game early. Here we go. The snap, the handoff, and down goes Rodriguez. Jordan Davis and Zach Bond went to the right side and stopped him right there. 4th down, 9 minutes and 43 seconds to go. A 3-and-out by the Washington Commanders, and the Eagles' defense stands strong. Jordan Davis broke on through, got past the offensive line, and was ready to tackle Rodriguez as soon as he got the ball, and he did. That was awesome. 9:20 to go in the 4th quarter. It's a 2-possession lead for the Eagles. And this will be Tress Way's 4th punt of the game. And this is popped up. The fair catch made at the 20. And that is where the Eagles will start off their next drive with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in regulation. And we'll step aside. Be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Waj up JJ. Been a while, so here is some holiday season love. Keep up the great work and go Eagles.
All right, folks, if you are just tuning on in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Eagles lead at 21-10. We'll break down all the scoring plays that have gone on so far in just a little bit. But first, I have to acknowledge John Dasher with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. His message, what's up, JJ? Been a while. So here is some holiday season love. Keep up the great work and go Eagles. You're the best. A big shout out to John. Thank you so much, man. I hope that you have an incredible holiday. I hope that you're celebrating the holidays and that you have and that this year is going to be a sweet and healthy one for you and your family, for everybody that's out there. Yes. Okay. So the Eagles are 9 minutes and 11 seconds left, they're 9 minutes and 11 seconds away from securing a win to get into the playoffs and clinch the NFC East. They're going to hand it off to Saquon Barkley, and it'll just be a short gain for maybe about 2 yards as Smith tackled him and got him at the 22. That's what they're going to call it. So they'll call it a 2nd and 8, to be exact. All right. So a race for the number 2 seed. The Philadelphia Eagles, of course, if they win today, they have got to rely on the Packers to get a W. Because the Packers would then be half a game behind Philadelphia. Packers play the Bears, both teams at 9-4. Bears own the tiebreaker against the Eagles, of course, because they beat them at the Black Friday game. Hurts in the gun again. Gets the snap. Throws it to the right. It was a short pass to Barkley, but he overthrew it just by a yard or so. It was just a little bit over to the right, really. And it'll be 3rd and 8. Don't go stagnant here. It's not what you need. Thank you so much, my friend. Truly appreciate all the support. Somebody tell me how the Sixers are doing, by the way. 3rd and 8. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Can the Eagles move the chains here? Goddard in motion. Hurts gets the snap, drops back. Pressure's coming. He has to throw it quickly, and it's an incomplete pass to Saquon Barkley. The throw was low. Again, as Hurts was backpedaling as he had the pass rush coming right to him. The throw just hit the turf, and Saquon could not make the catch. And 4th and 8, and the Eagles go 3 and out. They only had the ball for 45 seconds, and the Commanders are going to get the football back. Clock stops, too, with 8:21 to go in the 4th quarter. So, again, the Commanders have a chance at this. And we got to see how good the defense is for the Eagles again. Braden Mann with another punt today. This will be his 3rd. Clock goes down to 0. Here's the punt. Nearly blocked. And that's going to bounce inside the 40. And out of bounds. Right at the 40. To the right side. And so the Commanders actually have pretty good field position. And they will take over at their own 40-yard line when they return. And so the Eagles have got to play strong on the defensive side again. Can Vic Fangio and the Eagles defense step up? We shall see. I don't know what that was. I got a little bit excited there. Calm down, JJ. Dallas owns the tiebreaker over the Jets. W's. How are the Sixers doing? I got a notification that VJ is going off, so that's nice. Wise Corn over on Twitch. What's up, my friend? What's going on? Get that W. And again, comment, thumbs up if you're going to tune on in to the next game. If you are going to be on for Bears-Packers. Again, there's a live redirect over on YouTube, so you don't even have to go anywhere. It'll be right here. We're just going to be doing more so of a watch party. And maybe not, I mean, like, we'll try to do some play-by-play, but it might not be as efficient, but we'll see how it goes. I will definitely give it my best, but obviously this is big. If the Eagles win, this is big. This is big. Let's go. I'm ready. Seal the deal, baby. Seal that deal. Get us back to the playoffs. Back to the dance. The Sixers are up 31-21. Okay, so they're in quarter number 1, I still assume. Maybe the end of the first quarter. Game started at 7. It should probably be going into quarter number 2, I guess. It should be going into the second quarter. We do cover the Sixers on this channel too, folks, and the Phillies as well. We also do a lot of baseball content, a lot of baseball. But during the off season, we're doing the Eagles. Even during the baseball season, we still do the Eagles, but we cover the 76ers as well. During the season, though, unless it's Sixers playoffs, we do the Phillies for sure. Let's go. How we feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 feeling awful, 10 feeling phenomenal. How we feeling about this game? 8:14 to go in quarter number 4. Washington starts at their own 40-yard line. Here's a handoff, and nowhere to go is Rodriguez. Jordan Davis. They're going to say that it was a tackle for a loss. Jordan Davis again, making himself another statement. Tell you, in this second half, he has stepped up and he has come up clutch. Rodriguez just sees a Georgia Bulldog coming right at him and gets blindsided by him and gets taken down. Let's go. Okay. Lost maybe half a yard there. Here's Johnson in the shotgun formation again. Gets the snap, throws it to the left side. It's a short pass for maybe a yard, but Sano catches it and takes it right over to the 44. So we got 4 yards after the catch and was tackled by Bond. And it'll be 3rd down territory again for the Washington Commanders. They have not been able to get a first down in a little bit of time because the Eagles' defense has been very strong. And we'll see if that can stand true again. 3rd and 6 and less than 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Each team, by the way, still has all 3 timeouts. Johnson in the shotgun, gets the snap again. He has to rush the throw as the pass rush is coming, and it's an incomplete pass. And the Eagles provide pressure. That was Nolan Smith Jr. again, able to come through on the edge and provide a lot of stress for Johnson. And the Eagles will get the ball back again. Let's go! Another 3 and outs by Washington's offense. The punting unit out there for Washington. And here comes the punt. This is popped up. It's bouncing inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchback for the Eagles, and they'll have it at the 20 with 6:38 to go. Yes! Get fired up. Come on. 6 minutes and 38 seconds away from being back-to-back NFC East champions. Yes. Okay, Eagles going from left to right. They will start at their own 20 as Hurts lines them up. 3 seconds are left on the play clock. Hurts has Barkley to his left, and that's who he's going to go to on the handoff. And Barkley plows his way up the middle, gets 5-6 yards. They'll call it Day and Wagner. Stop him at the 26-yard line. Not a bad run by Saquon there. Got a little bit of space, and give a little bit of credit to up the middle for Cam Jurgens to give him a little bit of a gap. Blocking in this game has not been bad for the Eagles. It's been pretty good overall. Obviously, the offensive line has had their issues. Fred Johnson had 2 bad penalties, but the blocking has not been bad. 3 seconds left on the play clock again. Hurts with a handoff, and Barkley spins his way out of a loss and instead takes it past the 35 to the 40, runs to the outside to the 50, the 40, the 30, and down to the 26. What a play by Barkley, escaping the coverage and just being able to run down for 48 yards. Oh, my goodness. Stiff-armed right past Martin. Got a little block by Nolan Smith Jr., too, and got right over to the 22 or the 26-yard line. That was huge. And got a lot of yards there. That's now 132 yards by Saquon Barkley. And here comes Tank Bigsby with his first touch of the game. Running up the middle, getting 4 yards, tackled by Wagner at the ankles. And it'll be 2nd and 6, right at the 22. That's great. Put this game away, baby. Put it away. Come on, get that touchdown. Get into the end zone. And say goodbye to the Cowboys. 4:40 left in this fourth quarter. Eagles are going to line up in the pistol, looks like. Hurts. Gets the snap. He's going to toss it over to Barkley. Runs up the middle. Gets some space. Past the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It was Bigsby. It was not Barkley. It was Tank Bigsby. Just wanted to correct myself, but Tank Bigsby gets in. 22 yards on the run by Tank. Let's go. Let's go. 27-10. Eagles can sniff it now. Let's go, baby. Yes. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. They are going to go for the 2. And I guess why not? They're up by 3 possessions. 27-10 is the score. 4:26 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Eagles are going to go for the 2 here. They're in the huddle. They're 0 for 2 this season on 2-point conversions. Can they break the ice? They break the huddle, but can they get in? Hurts under center. Barkley about 4 yards behind him. He's going to hand it off to Barkley. Barkley takes it past the left guard, and he fumbled the ball. The ball came out, but they're going to say that he was down in the end zone, and they will count the 2-point conversion. It was out when he touched the ground, so it's now 29-10. Some pushing and shoving and a lot of flags coming as some Washington Commanders players and Eagles players are getting on into it. Look at Tyler Steen. Oh, my gosh. He's being plowed by about 4 Commanders players. Looks like he was ready to throw a punch. And this is going to take a little bit of time to figure out what the correct judgment of penalties will be called. Oh, my gosh. All that stuff happened right after the 2-point conversion. Jalen Hurts now trying to separate one of the Commanders players. That's Bobby Wagner. Wagner is still talking to Jalen. A lot of back and forth arguing going on between the Commanders and the Eagles, and it got physical. It did. It was Cooper who got pushed first, and he didn't like that. And then Sanders still got in there. Couldn't tell who was. That was Harris first. It was covering him. And then a fight just sort of broke out, and Tyler Steen did throw a little punch. And that's when the flags came flying. But nonetheless, 29-10, Philadelphia. It's great. All right, still waiting for the verdict of all the penalties. But the Eagles are up 29-10. And we'll take it. Let's go. A referee's hat was also out there. There's like 4 flags. All towards the near side. So they call a personal foul for unnecessary roughness on Tyler Steen. And they call unnecessary roughness on Kinlaw as well. And both of them have been disqualified. So offsetting penalties. And yes, they have been disqualified. Also Kinlaw and Martin as well. Quay Martin, too. All right. And again, think about it like this. These two teams also meet again during the final week of the season. So I just wanted to also say that, too. This is not the last time that they are playing against each other. This is actually the first time that they've played against them this year. 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go. Eagles are up by 19. Man. Cowgirls fans are crying, says Kevin, and saying we will win the Super Bowl next year. Hey, man. I'm just waiting for that 426 to go down to triple zeros. And then I'm pumping my fist up. Don't do anything stupid here. Elliott's going to kick it off for Philadelphia again. He takes a practice kick. Let's go. Eagles looking to go 10-5. Here's the kick by Elliott. It's a line drive. That'll be caught inside the 5 at the 4. Running past the 10 to the 20. And down at the 19. On the tackle by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is Moore. Chris Moore on the return. It was his 5th return today. He has 123 yards returning the football. And the Commanders are going to get it again. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball at their 25-yard line. Oh, man. All right, come on. Put the finishing touches on this game. Johnson gets the snap, throws it to the right side, cut at the 30, and 3 Eagles players take down McNichols at the 37, including Tank Bigsby and Jahad Campbell. Also Zach Bond, too. Okay, come on. Let's go. Okay, here's the snap again. And Rodriguez is going to run past the 40 And he'll take it to the 45 on the near side. And he runs for 8 yards. Rodriguez with 12 carries today, 35 yards on the ground. 41 scrimmage yards, just one catch. That was a 6-yard catch. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. Another run up the middle, and this is by McNichols for 6 yards. And it'll now be 2nd and 2 with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. I got to tell you, man, like the Commanders just, you know, as bad as they are right now, and for them to lose Mariota, like that sucks, but you know, I'm happy that the Eagles are winning this game. It's now 29-10 as Rodriguez ran up the middle again for 5 yards. Coleman got hurt, and he is down on his knees for the Washington Commanders, and there will be an injury timeout taken. That's something that you certainly do not want to see. And so an injury timeout will be taken. He's walking off the field, going on over to the sideline. And I'm sure he's going to go on into the medical tent too. John Clark did say that Jalen Hurts had a long talk with Tyler Steen right after he was ejected. So that does say something, and that's not really a surprise, but that's is something to note. 2:30 left in this fourth quarter. Another handoff that goes to Rodriguez as he runs up the middle, takes it past the 40, past the 35, and he pushes the pylon forward to the 30-yard line. Then the Eagles will burn their first timeout. With 2:03 left to go. They called a timeout as soon as it went down to the 2:03 marker. Man. Yeah, I'm not overly impressed with this game overall. Again, I'm not going to be doing a post-game show after this. I am going to take a quick step off, and then we're going to start our next stream. And I'm excited about that. But overall, like I'm not impressed with this, but this was definitely needed. They needed to win this game. It definitely got ugly. There were a lot of things that I didn't necessarily like. I thought that there was progress last week, and I thought that there were a couple of steps back that were taken today. And we can talk a little bit more about it when we're watching the Bears game, but that's just how I feel. I didn't really feel like that this was a great game that they put together, but they got the job done, and that ultimately is what matters. The penalties killed the Commanders. Obviously, the injury to Mariota was bad too. Here we go. Okay, more talk later. Johnson gets the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming, and Byron Young takes him down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and long coming up right after the break. Sends them back to the 36. They've got to get to their own 48. How you guys feeling now? I just want to see those numbers hit 0, and then we'll be celebrating. Let's go. Nice. Okay. All right, a couple more minutes. Let's go. Get that W. PJ says, I'm happy. Thank you, Eagles, says Louisa Jones. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. after this game. It is Packers and Bears. We are Packers fans tonight. We are. We are Packers fans tonight. Need them to get that W for us to control our own destiny for that 2 seed. We gotta get it. Gotta get it, man. We are Packers fans tonight. And we got it all here. How the Sixers doing? Give me an update on that as well. Let's go. We need it. We do. We do. As you can tell, I'm holding on in this excitement. I am. I'm holding it in. Or letting it all loose at the end. $1:57 to go. Come on. Come on, baby. 2nd and 16. All right, come on, come on, come on, baby. Barkley, the first player with 4 straight 100-plus rushing yard games versus Washington since 2000 to 2002. The last time that happened, it was Emmitt Smith. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 16. Johnson in the gun. He gets the snap, and the fumble, he dropped the ball on the snap, but he dove on top of it, and he'll take a loss of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 20, and the clock is still ticking. Washington does not burn a timeout. Remember, they still have all 3. So he could not catch the snap, Johnson. Josh Johnson just could not catch it, and he had to dive on top of it. 90 seconds to go. 3rd and long coming on up. Again, it's 3rd and 20 here. Johnson in the gun, gets the snap, drops back. He's looking deep. He fires downfield. And a pass interference is going to be called as Keely Ringo was defending and holding on to Treylon Burks right at the 3-yard line, grabbed him right on the waist, and that is going to result in a 1st and goal for the Washington Commanders. Held him right there with that right hand and did it for a very long time. Again, Keely Ringo with a bad penalty. 1st and goal at the 3. And the drive continues for Washington. Giordano is here. What's up, my friend? Hope I said that correctly the second time. Let's go. All right, 1:13 to go in the 4th quarter. Ball at the Philadelphia, or at the 3-yard line. Here's a handoff, and running into the end zone is Rodriguez. Gets the touchdown. It's 29-16. Commanders get on in. Rodriguez with his first touchdown of the day. Clock stops with 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Just too easy for Rodriguez. Nobody could stop him. He was untouched. The 2-point conversion is going to come on up to make it back to a 2-possession game. Still be 2 possessions, but if they convert here, they would be down by 11. They would have to do another 2-point conversion, of course, and then if they wanted to tie it, if that's successful, go for the field goal. They're going to hand it off to their running back, McNichols, and he takes it over to the outside to the left and finds a lot of daylight, gets in, and the Commanders are down by 11 with 1:10 to go in the 4th quarter. And again, they still have all 3 timeouts, too. They still have all 3 timeouts. 29-18 is the score. The 2-point conversion was good. Come on. Just got to see that clock go down to 0, man. I do. It's 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. 1:10 to go in the fourth quarter. I might be just a little bit late, and I apologize, but I do have to take care of something. Once this game is done, I'm done. A very quick wrap-up, but that's it. Packers and Bears are next. And stay on stream for that because we'll be watching that game all together, seeing if the Eagles can get up to the 2 seed. And again, that's, of course, if they hang on and win this. Commanders are going to go for the onside kick, of course. They're 0 for 3 this year on onside kicks. And hopefully, for the Eagles' sake, it's 0 for 4. Here's the kick, and that's going to bounce right on out of bounds. Over to the right side. That was not good at all. And the Eagles are going to get the ball. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. The referee is talking to Nick Sirianni for a sec. And I think that they're actually going to get a do-over. Jake Moody is going to get a do-over here because the ref was not completely on the sideline. What? Come on. Ref was not completely on the sideline as the kick was going. And so the second attempt this time, Smith Jr. does make Devontae Smith makes the catch off the bounce, and that time the Eagles have the ball and will take over at the Washington 48-yard line. All right, come on, get a first down. Get a first down, and that is the game. Let's go. Get a first down. 1:09 to go in quarter number 4. Eagles have the ball right at the 50. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Tanner McKee is out there, and they're going to hand it off to Tank Bigsby, and the first timeout's going to be burned as it's a loss of 1 yard by Washington. So they call their first timeout. And the clock stops with 1:04 left to go. Come on. Get that first down and the game is over. Get that first. Put them away, please. Weird ending. Commanders still have 2 timeouts left. 2nd and 11 for Philadelphia. Right at midfield. Still on the edge. Telling you. This is how it goes. This is theater. It just is. The game is speaking for itself. Okay, 2nd and 11. Let's go. They've got to get to the 38. 64 seconds left. McKee lines them up. 3 receivers to the left. They're going to hand it off with Tank Bigsby. He's going to run up the middle. He spins past 1 tackle, gets past the 40, and he gets a first down. Ball game over. Let's go. Timeout number 2 taken by Washington. Oh, man, Tank Bigsby with 12 yards on that run, and that should seal the deal. A player does go down. For Washington, again, that was Newton. And the clock stops because of that. Oh, come on. Doesn't really matter. Yes. Let's go. 1st and 10, and this game is done. 47 seconds left. Just gotta wait and see that clock go down to 0. McKee will take a knee. That's one knee, and it's now 2nd down. One more, and that's it. Come on. Let's go. One more, baby. Okay, they will snap it one more time. 4 seconds separating the game clock from the play clock. And there is the knee. The Philadelphia Eagles are 2025 NFC East champions. It's the first time that a team has gone back-to-back to win the NFC East in 21 years. Ring the bell, baby, let's go! Yes! They did it, baby! Let's go! Yes! Yes! Woo! Let's go! Yes! Woo! One more time, baby. One more time. I gotta. That's awesome. Yes. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Watch those Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Yes. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That was awesome. Look, okay, not a great game by the Eagles when it came to their offense, but they got the job done. A win is a win. They get the NFC East again for the 2nd season in a row. Oh, it's absolutely awesome, and I'm very happy about that, and that, to me, is the bottom line. Okay, the penalties for the Commanders were bad. The Commanders are not a good team. But I still feel like that the Philadelphia Eagles still found a way to get themselves a W, and they did deserve to get this win. It was not pretty at all by any means, but I will still take it for what it is, and I'm just happy that we got a win this week. It was big. It was big to get this win. They got it, and now let's see what happens in this Bears-Packers game. Again, we're going to go live for that, and we shall be live in about another 10 minutes or so. We'll talk a little bit more about the Eagles, too, but, yes, I might be a little bit late, and again, I apologize, but it is what it is. I got to take care of duties, and, yeah, but just a nice win for the Eagles. It's good. Good for them to get that W. That's what matters, and that is just great. Okay. All right, so I will be back in a little bit. Do not go anywhere. Stay on here as we're going to cover the Bears-Packers game. We got that up next, and I will see you all then and there. Go Birds after a win. Lila Tov.